look at it.
Good question.
Nope. No reading here.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so obviously last session you guys were just going off the fucking
Alrighty.
mountain itself, trying to find the quote unquote like monk
Quote
or
unquote
something.
find.
Yeah.
And then we met a dragon.
You met.
We did. He's a very nice lad. You can catch his name.
Actually, we didn't. How rude of us. We must apologize to him next time we see him.
It's also worth noting that you also met Jacob's character, which is a time cleric of many talents.
We also met, and we met
And yet another
Fernando's new character.
As one of his retired. So, you're currently at the monastery on top of Mount Hydral, or near the top of it at least. So, what beyond like the entrance and such, there's apparently like a very elaborate monastery of various buildings. Call them call them quote unquote gardens if you want to call them that in a fucking Arctic mountaintop. And as well as like there appears to be like various individuals wandering about. None of them armored or wielding any weapons.
I wonder why. It might be because we're in a monastery. And monks don't need armor or weapons to beat you like a red-headed stepchild. Well.
Oh yeah, I think we
feel
did
like that was
request. Last time we did request if there was like for a red draconian, and he said, "Oh yeah, there's a few of those here," and they were gonna get us one, I
Well,
think, right?
You can look
Greg?
around, or you can wait.
Oh yeah, we were gonna wait until the person returns with one of the draconians.
Oh, does anyone else want to do
Does
something?
anyone say anything? Okay.
I mean, it's like
I'm
when
gonna
we're
look for the
looking
red
around this
draconian.
area, like
There's
what
various
is there?
stone structures, almost formed in like large spiraling like buildings. Like they're almost like heaps. It might. It's just this area is like one giant castle if you think about it. Like some like mansion-like castle, like a massive fucking fortress if you think about it. It's just more built for studying rather than combat, and like militaristic like defense or anything like that. So there could be libraries here. There could be like you don't know. Like you've never been in a monastery, pretty much.
We could always ask. Just for
Like if they
pure.
have like any libraries or things like that.
Yeah. Instead
Yeah,
of
sure.
wandering
Is
around
there like a
like a
monk
bunch
that
of
doesn't?
creeps.
Yeah, is there like a monk that doesn't like appear to be busy with
A
anything
lot
at
of
the
them don't
moment?
seem to be busy with anything.
That's the
They
monk's
seem to be
life.
just doing their own thing, almost entirely unhindered by others, pretty much.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go up to a random monk then and just hello there. Does your monastery happen to have any sort of like library or anything of sorts that might contain texts?
What kind of text? One of the monks say.
Um, I mean, really anything. If it's just a library, it could just be like text of your teachings, maybe historical text, things like that.
Well then, if you're looking for that, if you're looking to enlighten yourself, you should head this way. And he points at he puts at one of the main like larger buildings in the monastery itself, and it's kind of
Okay.
they all kind of look the same, but like you kind of got an idea where which one he's meaning pretty much.
Okay, just like the
Yeah.
general which one it is. All right. I mean, is there anything special about that building? It does appear the same as a lot of
You'll have
them.
no problems with that.
Okay.
Vague as ever.
And if you don't find it, then it wasn't meant to be.
Okay. I'm glad we're listening to the Jedi today.
So, I have a question more for like the player rather than the monks. Actual
So-
player, not the player characters. Has anyone considered asking who are these monks and more about them before we start looking for stuff?
Yeah,
I mean,
who do they worship? Do they worship some sort of blood god? Are we sacrifices? Is this some sort of
I feel
elaborate
like they
ploy to
wouldn't have let us
sacrifice
get
us?
here if they really wanted sacrifices.
Their intention was good. The because of the claimed intention based on the dragon, what they said. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. So we know that much, but then again, that's just the claim at least. But yep. Also, like, were we waiting for like red draconians because we talked to
Yes,
someone
takes him
to
some
grab
time. It's gonna take
some
some
or
time for
something?
him to find the right red draconian.
Oh, okay, okay. So Tungsten is just like just chilling out, basically.
After
I
all, the
suppose we might
entire
as well
fucking
wait.
monastery is vast. It needs to get lost in.
Yeah, I better not move. I'm staying with Tungsten.
With my -1 wisdom.
Shit. To be fair, I've got worse intelligence than you. Than you have wisdom. So
That's just
They
how it
do
be
be that way.
sometimes.
Well, at least if I have enough intelligence, I can pretend to be somewhat
Like
smart.
with all our int and wisdom, we have half a compass and at least 3 libraries between us.
yeah, I've got -3
I could just.
for my modifier.
Oh
Goodness.
yeah, I'm very wise. So look at all this stuff I can nerd out about. That's what I am. As I like recall like a bunch of knowledge or something, but not really know anything.
I know a lot of pop culture references. You guys heard of Florence Nightingale?
Yeah.
You ever heard of why the chicken crossed the road?
I think the monks would really like that one. But was it to enlighten himself?
Again, like a long,
The chicken wanted to get to the
fucking
other side.
conversation.
The chicken wanted to get to the other side because it was tired of living. It wanted to pass on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now you're getting it.
Yeah, that's how it works, I think. Maybe. I mean, understandable.
So, I mean, yeah. I guess we could ask. We should probably, yeah, indeed, ask the monks what their particular beliefs are. I guess. If that wouldn't be a bad idea.
So, you go around and ask the monks what their intent is to their like studies, and one of them pretty much mentions that
Alrighty.
while they are trying to find enlightenment, in retrospect, like in some respect at least, of what they're currently like about, they do seem to have a rather varying fucking way of thinking when it comes to it. Like some believe it's just they wanted some inner peace or something, while others literally just wanted to not be bothered by anybody.
My kind of people.
But there's no like general greater teaching of this monastery as a
It seems
whole.
like they're mainly just finding their own way around, in a sense.
They're all just vibing.
This is the monastery of goodbye.
So it's like Tungsten's belief system, essentially.
Tungsten, Tungsten. Maybe you will make friends here.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't like some good friends.
The only problem is that I'm a half-assed monk. That's the only problem.
They don't know that.
Yeah, you don't ever have to have a whole ass to be a monk.
I don't even need a quarter of one either.
Yeah. Less temptation that way.
Yeah, I mean, look at me. I don't even have 2 arms and I'm still a shaman.
That's not a monk though.
I like how he just shows
Yeah,
out
he's
of
just
I just
there.
imagine he
He's just
shows out of
fucking
nowhere
there.
and just says that.
Like,
Oh, it's like, oh wait, where'd you?
There's an entirely like there's an elf on a corner looking just as lost as you guys. You guys going, what the fuck is going on? Where the fuck am I?
How am I
It's
here?
like, well, hold on. How did you get here? How did you even get in here? We had to go through something to get here. Were you? What?
All right. Look, listen. So you see this horribly, viciously scarred 5'6" elf, just missing an ear, fucking gashes all over his face, like deep and like nasty fucking scars that never like fully like closed. There's just like horrible scar skin, like all
Mhm.
pinkish and awful. Just missing an arm, just looking confused as fuck. Goes, I'll be honest, I don't have the faintest fucking clue. I woke up here like a day ago. No one answers my fucking questions.
Wait, what? Do you need a home or something? Like, do you
No, I'm not
remember?
homeless. Listen, I understand that I look like shit. First off, fuck off. That's kind of rude. Second off, no, I'm just lost. I don't even know where the fuck I am.
I wasn't gonna comment on appearance, but like, okay, like we can.
But now that you brought it into the play,
Hey, I'm oversized obese fish. I get it, but it's like, look,
Listen,
look, we
it's
can.
okay. I don't see race.
All right.
is
Like,
he able
look,
to
we
see?
can, like when we're done,
His eyes look
when
glassy,
we're,
but he's fine.
when we're done here, we can just walk you back out of this mountain. Like, do you even remember your past or something?
Uh, See, like that's the funny thing. I remember a lot, but nothing specific. I vaguely remember a very large man, big axe, chopping my arm off, falling down something, and then black. That's pretty much it. But
That's
I
very
can
nice.
tell you that I can, in very exquisite detail, explain to you how awful it is to get an arm chopped off.
I mean, that
I
sounds
can't
like the
begin.
usual
I
problem
cannot
with
begin
some
to
people.
imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you live or anything, but at least you have some memory of your past. Like when we're done here, we can just walk down together afterward.
Yeah, that sounds great. You guys look like you knew something, so I came over. I eavesdropped for like just a little bit, but I guess I was horribly wrong. So
We're
I'm sorry
generally a
for.
good. No, you're
Go
right.
ahead, my
You're right.
apologies.
I mean, it sounds like you've been through a lot, so I understand.
Yeah, my voice is all fucked up for some reason. I don't know if I'm getting like a cold or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's
sounds like
Everyone
you're trying to do a
presses
Cheech
the
and Chong impression.
I put out I'm gonna put out my stub to shake, and I go, yeah, shit. Pull out the other hand.
It's understandable. It's fine. I just give like a handshake with the other hand. It's like it's fine.
Do you have a name, sir?
Yes, I'm Walker.
Locker?
Walker. And I do like a little hand motion of like someone walking.
A walker.
Walker.
Okay. I thought you said locker.
The thing grandpas use, step, push, drag. No.
I'm afraid I'm not too. I haven't reached that age yet, so.
Me neither.
Getting closer, but not quite there.
Oh, you look awfully young to me.
The peacock is like actually riddled in like decaying gray skin in some places.
Very thick.
So what I'm hearing is that we look about as healthy as the other.
Pretty much.
I see nothing wrong here.
Tungsten is like middle aged and also obese.
But he's a fish.
But he's a fish, so it's okay.
It's okay for fish to
Exactly.
be fat.
Exactly.
Gotta
That's
have-
how
gotta
they
be thick.
survive.
You do see like a number of scars here and there, just a little bit from past experiences during his adventure. A lot of them over here and there. You see his clothes is also kind of messed up.
Adventure waits.
Damn, and I thought I looked like shit. Do you want some help or something? You guys look real beat up.
Oh yeah, I guess I've been through. I think ever since I started adventuring, a lot of things happened to my body. Maybe.
That sounds awful.
And yeah, yeah, I may have almost kind of died a number of times. Our group is a little bit, like we go through a lot of, we have a lot of bad luck in our party. We just kind of encounter
Listen,
the worst.
no judgment here, buddy. Listen, I'm missing an arm, and I don't even know how the fuck that happened.
I mean, you remember a man with a large great axe. Is it possible that he took your arm?
I don't remember him waving at me, but I do remember swinging and then a lot of pain.
Probably took his
Was
arm.
any of this pain perhaps like on your arm region?
You know, it was. But, causation and correlation that might not have been involved.
I see. So what you're saying is the doctor had to amputate your arm because it was gangrenous.
Because it was so mangled from the. So he
I
must
look
have cut
around.
your arm down the middle then.
Listen, I'm sorry. And I look around. Do any of these look like doctors to you?
No,
They do not.
But
I
we
mean,
do have one doctor
that
here.
one man. He looks like he's very wise. He could be a doctor.
Listen, you're a doctor too, right?
I am a doctor. It was my profession indeed. And my professional opinion is that this man is missing an arm.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we can pull off miracles, but we can help a little bit with some things. I think there's
Unless you can give me a sweet magic arm, I don't think there's much you can do.
I mean, I've started doing infusions recently.
Something that could be done.
Right, seriously, I was fucking around. Are you shitting me?
I mean, there's possibility you could get amputated or.
It would take time. I could do some research on it.
That sounds lovely.
I will say one thing: if you travel with, you can choose what to do with your life. But if you do travel with us, be wary that there's a lot of bad luck that happens on the road. So be very careful with that.
Listen, I don't know much, but that's okay. I know that I was born unlucky, and it sounds like I'll fit just right in.
How do you know you were born unlucky though? Is like something you were told?
Well, you see, a few days ago when I woke up, I immediately fell on my face, followed by getting, like several pounds of shit falling on me. So I think that's a fair guess. Do you think the average individual wakes up without an arm and no idea where the fuck he was?
This is a good exchange.
Okay, I see.
Listen, I looked in a mirror and it shattered, okay? And in the 2 seconds in between that, I could tell I was between the age of at least 20. I don't really know much more than that.
That's really unfortunate.
All the monks refused to look me in the eye, so.
Are you? I don't want to assume, but are you sure it's because you're ugly?
I mean, I took a bath.
This man has taken a bath.
I mean, a bath is good. It does help, but is that why they wouldn't look you in the eye?
I'm assuming.
Because you took a bath, not because you lacked one.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little lost here.
I'm also very lost. Are we sure we're on the same page?
Absolutely not. We're 100% having different conversations, but that's okay.
I mean, I will say it is because we've come here to learn, and we're already learning a lot of things right now. Talking to you.
Yeah, maybe I came here to learn. I don't fucking know.
I mean, is there anyone you've asked that could maybe piece together
what
a bit?
Part of no one looks and talks to me? Did you not understand?
I heard no one looks. I didn't hear no one talks.
No one gives me a straight fucking answer.
What, did they say something like, if you want to enlighten yourself, you should go to a building?
It's something like, oh, you must follow your own path, child. And I'm like, no, you tell me where the fuck I am. You are on your own path to enlightenment. That's not a geographical location.
I mean, if you have any knowledge of the region, you're currently in the mountains next to Pelton.
Don't know what that is. I know
Uh,
mountains and next to.
Okay, well you're in mountains, so there you go. That's a start.
I'm also gonna go on a limb and think that Pelton is more than likely some sort of settlement.
It is.
And by the fact that you assumed I knew what it was, it's probably a at least a modest size of some renown.
I mean, it's actually
It's
like,
a mining
kind of a
town.
small mining settlement.
I know what that is. That sounds awesome.
Meanwhile, Tungsten's munching on rations.
that's like not entirely
Yeah.
sure.
By the way, full disclosure, I don't even know what my fucking name is. They called me Walker because that's the only thing I was able to do after I got up. So
Turns out he was
That's-
walking.
it ain't enough, right?
I mean, I guess it's better than handy.
Turns out we found out that
Yeah.
he was walking here. I'm walking here.
God, fucking hate
Hey, you
hate you,
like
though.
we're asking
The character
for it.
talks to God
The
for a
moment-
second. He just talks to God for a second.
God, you're a
He's
bitch.
just screaming like I'm walking towards the fucking deity, and that's how he's stuck. Sorry.
You hear Tungsten, and then Tungsten says, sometimes I feel like luck is very unstable in this world, and it's ruled by a giant crab. But that's just my thing. I don't know.
Tungsten, you have for a monk, Tungsten, have I told you have very strange ideas?
Maybe sometimes.
Like, I may know you may have been a budding monk, but was this what they were teaching you at the monastery?
No, this is just my idea.
Oh, okay. That's definitely
just-
of greater concern.
I don't know why I think that, but I just always imagine a crab, and I don't know why. Maybe my mind is weird. I don't know. I cannot understand. But I do know one thing with certainty. Luck is very unstable in this world, and I'm scared sometimes.
Oh, I'm always scared.
I mean, is that like, do you just have like a natural fear of everything, or are you just scared?
No,
because
it's just that whenever I close my eyes, I see a big man with a big axe.
That's
Listen,
called
I don't know.
PTSD.
Again, causation and correlation. You can't be sure of that. Are you a trained medical professional?
what's the general emotion when you see this man? Is it fear? Is
Fear.
it arousal?
Fear. No,
Okay,
fear.
fear.
Yeah, fear.
Do you know what consequential relationship you could have had with this man?
Abusive, probably. If it was any sort of relationship, it was either adversarial or abusive.
But what if he perhaps had to cut your arm off to save it from some sort of
No, he
poison?
looked angry. I can picture his face clearly.
Maybe he was worried.
It was angry and nondescript.
Nondescript. So it's a very uncertain anger.
It sounds like this. What kind of doctor uses an axe? I think this is a battle axe. And a warrior, like a barbarian or something.
I have known a doctor or two that uses an axe. It's generally meant for amputation, though.
I see.
I mean, just putting that out there, if I was a surgeon or something, I'd use a saw for amputation.
Nah,
I
too
mean,
slow.
Whoever works.
I mean, some doctors have higher capacities of strength than others do.
That's fucking terrifying.
Have you ever seen
Here,
a
nurse,
barbarian
hold him
doctor?
still.
They
Let me
make
grab
great
the axe.
work.
No, not that axe. That's my battle axe, the amputation axe. Thank you, that
You're
one.
ripping and tearing
Now that I
axe.
think about it, if I had to amputate a limb, I'd really much rather have somebody really strong to cut it off with an axe than slowly with a saw.
I'd rather not be awake.
Being awake is also a factor. Perhaps you need to do it quickly, and that's why you were awake.
Well, I also very vaguely remember hitting him with like a tornado.
Okay,
Or
so now the
hurricane,
story
one
is
of those
getting
two.
much more strange the more you tell it.
Oh
Are
yeah,
you-
no, absolutely. But
Are
listen,
you okay?
this isn't about me. This is only like me asking what the fuck is going on.
I mean,
and please
it
get me
sounds
the fuck
like
out of here.
for now it's kind of about you, but sure, you can come with us if you wish.
It sounds
Sure,
like
that
the
sounds
guy-
fun.
But for
It
now,
might-
we're kind of looking about this monastery. Sorry, what did you want to say, Tungsten?
To be fair, it sounds like the guy was attacked and forgot what happened.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the idea that maybe the man was a doctor of some sort.
Yeah, like large cliff top, blowing winds, lightning everywhere, storm.
Maybe his amputation services came with scenery.
Was that like, I don't know, like, does that ring any bells? Was there a storm around here sometime soon? Or recently? Recently.
I mean,
there was a dragon.
There
that
was a
produces
blue
storm
dragon,
there.
yes, that had flown by, but it wasn't near the mountains, unfortunately.
Are those
yes.
like storm guys?
Yes, they are storm. They are indeed storm creatures.
Oh.
They're far away. They're far away though. And that was
Yeah.
something.
Okay, listen. All right, so Big Axeman may or may not have been repeatedly struck by lightning. He kind of shrugged it off. I have no idea what the fuck was going on.
Okay, but you don't remember the race of this Axeman?
Nope.
Because you don't see race.
Exactly.
Okay, see, we've established that. All right, good to know.
I also don't see the color purple.
Wait a minute. You literally don't see race, and you literally don't see the color purple.
This man
It
is
just
ahead of
looks
his
like
time.
a blue.
I can't tell who Barney is, and I don't know what race it is.
Listen, if you put a human being and Barney next to each other, they're the same thing as far as I'm concerned.
The Tungsten just looks. You see, Tungsten look like physically confused, but he's not.
As opposed to emotionally.
That is the exact look I had in the mirror before I chatted.
I see. Well,
like it might have been me, but I also heard someone go, "Ew."
Was it your reflection?
No, it might have been me.
Okay.
Well, you're always welcome to come with us, regardless.
You are indeed welcome to continue. It seems your whatever quest you had come to an end, so you're welcome to start a new one with us of your own volition, if you wish.
That sounds awesome. I will hold no responsibility if Axeman comes after you, though. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, to be fair, if he comes after us, he's probably just wanting you, so it's not like it would technically be our problem.
Yeah, fuck, shit. You know what? Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. What do I need to help you with so we can leave as soon as possible?
Well, they're looking for a red draconian, which we're waiting for, but we're also here to basically search information into the monks' ideas of immortality and spirituality.
Whoa, what's a draconian?
He's a dragon, dragon type humanoid.
It's a different race. That's what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't see race.
Yeah, it's not to say.
Right.
I was like, we didn't need to explain it to you. You don't see race.
That will lead to confusion. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're just waiting for someone. That's all.
Anyway, meanwhile, while this conversation's going, there's a red draconian and another monk just sitting there, just letting this happen.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
This is
Also, Kane is here, right? Out of character.
yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so I talked to Crane. Say, do you want to share your story?
My story?
Yeah, I point to the red draconian who might be the
one you need to speak to, Rexha.
Is your name Valthrix?
It is.
Oh, thank goodness. Because, so I'm just gonna share my story with him. My brain is almost completely dead at the entire conversation.
There's a lot of twists and turns in there that we weren't anticipating.
Bit of a wild card, weren't you?
It literally.
Solomon's always been a wild card. I can appreciate that about the man.
Hey, I was perfectly fine holding off till next session.
I mean, you say that, but then you hopped in right again. Can't see race, can't see an open. Alrighty, well, yeah, go go ahead with Rexhawn.
Okay.
Before Solomon does
Okay,
something.
so I told him that so I told him about my time being captured by a cult and being experimented on along with the other subjects of my kind. And then I told him about my escape and how I managed to kill most of the cult members until I passed out and woken up by Lucilius, who he assumes is his friend. Which does he say anything about that?
He's just taking it all in for now.
So Lucilius was also doing tests on me, and when Lucilius was testing me, and he just like gestures his entire being, like all of this. And then when he brought a cleric by, both of them realized that I cannot be near any holy objects because they hurt me. And while he was trying to perform a rite because he thinks I might have been possessed, I felt like my entire skin was like literally being torn apart.
Perhaps there is more to it than just
As if
a simple affliction.
I've been injected by some kind of demonic essence in my body that is slowly but surely taking control over me. Right
Perhaps
now, it's
that's not
being
the
quiet.
case.
I don't
It
know
seems like
why.
you've been just permanently transfigured, which meant that whatever you have right now is, well, you.
Is there anything you can think
Not by
of that can
traditional,
fix this?
conventional means. There,
And then you hear Tungsten speak. He says, "Well, if you can become permanently transfigured in one way, we could do it in another way,
when I say
inevitably,
conventional means,
correct?
I mean that like you
If we
can't.
find a way."
There's no normal magic method for reversing this beyond trying to pull an absolute miracle out of it.
Yep. Yep, that's basically what Tungsten's thinking. Just, extraordinary means. But
There's still
doable.
ways around it. It's just not by
Tungsten just
no
not.
normal mage or individual would be able to figure this out. You might have to look for a seeker of knowledge of sorts to figure out the neat things needed to fix this, or someone who's been in the same boat as you.
I would also mention that, as I did say, I didn't kill all of those cult members, so they could still be at large. Or I don't even know there are even other like groups of that cult. So they could just be finding more people to make new demons out of.
Perhaps.
I don't want anyone else to go through what I went through.
Well, it seems like you have a lot on your plate. So if you are seeking information on how to reverse whatever your situation is here, which is your transfigurement, you should try to search for someone who knows more about transmutation or of sorts, or is delved into the more unconventional means of it. Because this is, even to a transmuter or a thaumaturgist, this would not be normal. Like, this is not a normal fucking case. Whatever this is permanent mutation. And he's basically, that's all like, this is some type of permanent mutation of some sort.
Well, that sounds unconventional. There are many people that
I don't think there's
practice
any.
such
I have
things.
not heard of a single individual who has survived such a thing. Most of, given the fact that there's been reports of such things occurring every now and then, and most of the time they find a dead corpse that is horribly altered.
Yes, I'm the only
The
exception.
fact that
Then.
you're even alive now is a
I
complete
guess
mystery. But that's all
I mean, I suppose that makes you
that's
special in
that's
some
all
way,
I can say,
Reksha.
really. I don't have enough knowledge in
Yeah.
this field to help you beyond just explaining the like how unusual this situation is as is.
Function speaks and he asks, is his soul in any way
I can
tampered
check
with?
that, but there's no. It might just be it might be fine, but I'll still check anyway.
Oh, you can.
So
Okay.
he ends up
You can check our soul.
Please do.
gesturing to go over to a specific room in one of the buildings. Pretty much.
Reksha will follow
Haley,
it. Oh, before he does that, he's going to give his child to Leosin.
meanwhile,
Eeny,
there's a.
meeny, miny,
So
moe.
he just hands you a.
Yep.
Here's
He
the
just hands
child
you
there.
a black whelp.
Okay. I will.
Just hold him for me.
Why did you get into a Southern Belle accent for that? I'm sure I will look after him. I will look after him,
You
her,
have
it.
no clue.
I don't know.
No clue.
Does anyone?
Getting the draconians in
Yeah,
town.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help you. I don't see race.
Even though it looks completely different.
Look, they look exactly the same to me.
And that's what we
Okay.
learned, that he also has bad eyesight.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't need it.
At least from this logic.
In any case, I hold the whelp then for Reksha while he go gets bad touch.
So they essentially enter a room of sorts, deep within the monastery, where there's apparently like some stone spires with inscriptions wrapped all around them. Followed by some circles of inscriptions and a there appears to be some water pouring into some of the etching linings of the circle itself, like the brickwork and such. And he just tells you to sit in the middle of it all.
Reksha will sit in the
Coming
middle.
out.
As he sits in there, he starts prepping his like hands a bit. He just
Pulls on the rubber glove.
like he's out there like ripping it out. Yeah. Eventually, his hand starts glowing with a white energy of some sort, and he thrusts his arm right into your fucking back. And it's you feel like your soul's being grabbed.
Yes, the old the old soul whip.
The rest of the party immediately hears the rape whistle.
An assault in progress.
You just hear special fucking cases. Law and Order special cases.
Dun dun.
Is he like just a high pitched squeal and dun dun dun.
But anyway, it pretty much like during this happened, it's pretty unusual. It pretty much is weird. It's very weird for you, Kane. But after a while, you just hear him say, after like a little bit, you hear him say like, this is odd. There's two apparently. Yes, two.
You're a daddy.
The
We already knew this.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
We already knew he was daddy material.
He got two souls. And they're intertwined.
Which, like Siamese
like
twins intertwined
from something.
I mean, like a I believe it's
No, this is not
Perry,
like
right,
a
Greg?
Velus's equivalent. This is actually just his thing just split on him.
Yeah, but I'll give that one Viperi as an
Why are you saying
example and
Viperi?
ask him.
It's not. He is a Viperi.
But I'm a corrupted Viperi.
Okay, look at the races real quick.
I'm a
He's
custom made.
ready for action.
No. I give Velas as an example.
He is custom made, ready for action.
No cock and ball torture.
Yeah, because like Velas have 2 souls.
Yeah, Veluses
Right,
naturally
right?
have 2 souls. But not in his case. But in his case, it's more of an anomaly. Pretty much. In other words, his 2 soul thing is the result of extreme strain on his soul due to whatever fucking thing that happened that caused him to be disfigured. Probably explaining the split personality logic that he has going on. Yeah. Because it probably traumatized one half and to the point where it's split off. That he has 2 spectrums of himself.
Which one's the dominant side?
So, yeah. Also, we're here, or is this him on his own? I guess we should. Should, yeah. So obviously, yeah, I would come, and everyone else. It's like,
Leah chooses to stay outside of the welt.
So like, is one half a demon, or is it just a traumatized half?
It's just.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad as it seems.
Which explains the complete personality shift on the upper half.
To a certain degree.
It's just a
okay. So this is just all him. It's just one is half. Yeah. It's just trauma. All of it's just trauma. Oh, that's still pretty bad, but still not as bad as like a little demon or something. So, okay.
So when you put the blame on your other self, you're technically putting the blame on yourself.
It's all in your head, Luigi.
Oh, it's traumatized. It's traumatized, so it's not that bad. I don't say that in character. I say that out of character.
Brain cancer. I don't even know what that means, but it's bad. It's all in your head, Luigi.
He's like, okay. Can you somehow? Is there a way to like reduce the effects of the trauma on the other half?
Judged by how disfigured it is.
It's that bad.
At least from my knowledge.
That's extremely unfortunate. That's extremely unfortunate.
But he hasn't answered my question.
Which one is the dumb?
Which side is more dominant? Yeah.
Starts checking ratios. He starts checking like the size difference and everything. Like he's just like getting a feel for it, which sounds as weird as it actually is. Apparently, your normal one is actually, hold on. Let me just. Yeah.
You're gonna roll for it, aren't you?
Apparently, your normal side is slightly more dominant than the upper side. That's about it.
Just barely. Just barely.
Just barely.
Whatever than that, it's not broken. It's not gonna collapse on itself for no reason whatsoever.
Okay.
So Solomon, having a Death
fixed.
Arcana and Transmutation would not help you here because this person's using Kai to do it.
No, but would it help me know a little more about why he's like?
This is a very advanced shit.
With all due respect, kind of
in its own sense. Like someone's been doing some high level magic and shit to do this. using some rather obscure
again,
rituals and shit. Like this would take a master in the fucking arts to actually figure it out, even slightly, or to even begin figuring it out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, the people that used it on him didn't know how to fit it. We're probably getting the information of how to use it, and that's it. Not how to use it without any repercussions.
That's too much trouble. Not worth the effort.
So this was a fucking botched job in every way, shape, or form. Whatever was done to Kane's character was basically done through a fucking botched version of it.
I mean, again, they were just trying to make a new demon.
Yeah, and they weren't skilled enough to do it, so it failed horribly.
That would explain the other one's dying.
It also explains why you gained some of it, but not all of it.
It could have been worse, at least. They could have became a demon outright, but you didn't. You just have a traumatized part.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, how does my character look like during all this? I wonder. Like, is he still like fucking awake or something, or is he just like unconscious?
Now you're conscious. That's what. It's just awkward. It's just very fucking awkward in your perspective. You got some guy like hand over fist in your back,
elbow deep inside
like a
you,
fucking Muppet.
A snake Muppet.
He hasn't taken his hand out yet, by the way.
God.
You know.
Still just feeling on your soul there, just like a marshmallow. Amazing.
I just thank the Draconian for his work and his knowledge.
I wonder if anyone comes up here to pay a monk to do that. I said, I wonder if anyone comes up here to pay a monk to do that. You think soul touching's like a sexual thing?
Who knows?
Possibly.
I mean,
most
everyone's
likely.
got a kink.
Even if it's soul induced.
I'm sure some people like to have some close connection of sorts.
As a transmuter myself, I'm well aware that some people can get it up the normal
way.
No, it's the normal way. I can't see it though.
The more you keep doing that voice, the more I think about the
interesting
fucking lady goes, "What do you say? Chocolate."
Bro, I'm just thinking
of
Popeye.
The fucking chocolate lady from SpongeBob.
I'm just slowly losing my actual voice by just doing that. It hurts a lot.
Why are you doing it then?
Because Solomon's made worse decisions in his life.
You know, like dating a ginger.
Yeah. That bitch was crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it got worse. But I'll tell you later, MK.
Okay.
That's a story for post session.
So Tungsten asked.
Yeah.
So like after that, Tungsten asks. He just says he thanks the Draconian. He asks thank you for what you've done. Can you also show us any like assistance on attaining immortality? Or like highly extended lifespans.
That's funny, Sullivan. That'd be a funny way to go. So, like, extending lifespans? Besides what...
Even outright immortality.
Well, to do that, you would probably have to... There's not many natural ways to slow it down. But if you're really looking for that, you should really be careful. Who knows what kind of price you have to pay for such an ability? Especially something as dangerous as messing with your own lifespan. And then he rips his arm out. He was already. He's like, all right, I've been done for about 3 minutes. I've just been leaving it in here because I'm lazy. And then he just So after ripping his arm out, Kane actually can move.
Oh, oh, God, I feel so uncomfortable.
Why did you rip your own arm out?
Because that was done.
He took out the arm from inside of Kane, not literally ripping off his arm.
Oh, sorry, I was confused. I was like, this is confused. Just ignore that. Just ignore
No worries. No
we're
worries.
gonna
For a
mock you
second, I
for it.
also thought I was gonna not be the only person in this party without an arm.
just wait till we get a good enough encounter for that to happen.
That's pretty
I was
bad.
gonna be like,
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
solidarity, my brother.
I bet. I was wondering how long it was gonna take until Tungsten gets one of his limbs removed, even though he has high physical defense. Probably gonna happen eventually.
You're talking like that, and it will.
No, I didn't thought about that. Even like, it's like I was worried about it when I fought the barbarians. Like, this might be a time.
Anyway.
So before we leave, Tungsten is gonna ask, do you know any pointers on how to ease any pointers on our goals and also on how to ease let me look for it. Here we go. Reksha's ailment in any capacity.
Easing it? Well,
You there, Greg?
that's hard. That would be difficult. I think the best thing would be to not overly strain said soul.
Okay.
There was try not to damage it.
How do we not? And how can
Do
we
you
not
think
damage?
having a lot of spas, breaks, and stuff would help
Let's
or
just say
something?
if it takes some serious damage, it's gonna become unstable.
I see. What do you think? What happens when he dies? Oh, that's
not my problem.
Well, Revolution Quest for Immortality. What do you think?
Can that affect my soul?
We don't know what happens if you die. That's just it's maybe nothing happens. Maybe something does
Again, it's
happen.
kind of hard to tell since usually they don't survive it.
He's unprecedented. That's out of character because I'm not there. I'm currently just sitting with the whelp looking around the area.
With my baby in your
Yeah,
hand.
that's why I said sitting with the whelp wondering why I was given child duty.
Actually, like, do you know the ones who messed with Reksha? Like, where were they located? Like, what kind of sect
Am
are
I
they?
supposed to know this?
I don't know.
Well, I know they wore masks. And they all wore these like red like cloaks on them.
Somewhere in the distance, Vonnie is horrified and scared. Wakes up in his sleep. But that's somewhere else. That's not here.
It's also in the future, so.
Yes. Tuxi says, I see. I guess the last thing I would ask is any pointers to where you think we could find the answers to the extending stuff, like any pointers, just to know where to go next. Unless there's no answers.
Maybe you should look for the arcane tower for that.
Okay. And I show my map. Just curious where it is
Unfortunately,
on
I
the
don't know
map.
where it would be exactly. I do, but I have heard stories of a large spire in the Arctic area up north that would
Oh,
have
okay, I see. All right.
where there apparently was a lore master that built it just so he can house his entire collection of knowledge.
Okay. Well, I guess with the last thing is, may we see the library just to curiously just see what's there?
That's not mine to say.
Is that something we? Okay, I'll ask whoever's nearby then.
Okay.
Thank you for your time and everything. Did a lot for us. Thank you.
He just goes to do
And
his own thing now.
so everyone's all right with it. We just kind of like tried to find the outside of the library. If it doesn't get us lost or anything too much, we don't try to go anywhere too crazy. Do we find it?
Mm-hmm.
Walker's always
Also,
lost.
before we do this,
Just
I
follow
want to
the
go
group,
back
and
to
it's up. But we're not doing anything too risky. We just want to see if it's in the vicinity anywhere.
I know. I just need to get back to my baby.
Oh yeah, no. We go back to the baby. Yes, we do.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, we as a group afterward go toward the library, but like after that, yes.
Yeah. And when we meet up with Leos, and Raksha's going to tell him everything he heard.
Just about like your soul stuff and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see. I mean, it's certainly strange. So,
And
I mean,
then
hopefully
again,
we
I'm
can.
the only one.
Go ahead, sir.
I mean, he also again, I'm the only survivor of these mutations, so I mean, it would make sense that I would have two souls through trauma. So
I see. I mean, perhaps then maybe looking around to see who could help you would possibly be a good idea, since it most likely might end up aligning with our own goals if it just
I
is
do
general
think that.
knowledge. What now?
No. Tuxus said I do think that when he says aligned with our own goals.
Indeed. Yeah, that should work. Hey, Case, here's your welt back.
thank you. I hold the whelp in my arms, and I feed him some food.
So you feed the
So I
whelp some
guess
food.
now the question is, the food is well fed.
The food's well fed.
The food is well fed. So the question is, where do we go now? They did say that there was a building here that might be used for some reason. I don't know if it has anything to garner immortality, but merely as you heard earlier, the monk suggested it.
You mean the arcane tower?
No, not the arcane tower. This is the monk place still.
Oh, you mean here? I did ask about immortality, but we can really gain. It's just difficult in general to get it without having to sacrifice something pretty big usually. So generally the same things. Although I did hear from the monk that our answers might lie in the arcane tower, which is up north where it's snowy, but he wasn't sure where exactly.
I see. I mean, that's definitely a place we could head to next then. We wanted to look more into just general.
And, I think before we go, I think we. Do you want to like just check out the library together, just to make use of what's here, assuming they allow us? I mean, also Tungsten doesn't know that Leosin already checked the library.
Yeah.
All right, so we do that, Greg.
Yeah, I guess we will go indeed check out the buildings here.
So as you go check some of the buildings, you get stops from during some of them because they don't want you in there because it's mainly for privacy reasons. They don't want you messing with people's quarters. Pretty much. Eventually, you find a library.
Also, like
and there appears to be there's 52 monks hanging around, like 2 or 3 monks hanging around in the room itself right now. One of them asks you, what is your business in the library, the archives of sorts?
Well, we were like when we entered here, we wanted to cure someone of like some ailment where he has a traumatized half, and we got information on that. And we also wanted to learn more about immortality, which I think we got as much information as we could on that. So all we're doing now is just trying to study like just any useful information. We're just studying for information only. I just wanted to get information before we left. That's why I say it to the monk.
Oh. Let me just ask you one thing then. What is your point of view on the preservation of books?
Very high.
Very important.
Do you treat them as if they were living things?
I mean, if we wanted to preserve them, I suppose so, yes.
Well, I did read one book I didn't like, which had to do with wood, but I do think preserving knowledge is highly important, and
Well, then
that
do you have
no
something
books should
to
be
preserve
burned.
here?
Everything here I will preserve.
But you're only visitors. Why would you trying to preserve everything that's here if you're not staying around to preserve it?
I'm not gonna do any harm to the books is what I meant. Sorry, I'm a little confused. That's what the character says.
Well, if you have no books to preserve here, and you're seeking books from here, then perhaps.
Oh no, I'm not taking. I'm
Well,
just
you're
reading.
welcome to, but we will keep a close eye. We don't want folks to ruin them.
This is acceptable. There are folks out there who would ruin them, and I'm not one of them, so that's understandable.
And then they just go back to whatever the hell they're doing.
And Tungsten is gonna read just anything that is I'm gonna roll perception here. So hold on. I'll just write it all out. Hold on. There you go. Here's the way I put what I'm looking for.
You find a chef's book.
Of course I do.
Quality. It appears to be a story involving a frog chef. Of reputable knowledge that apparently had an obsession with calling things raw.
What?
Does it tell how he died?
He apparently
Yes, I
died
must know.
when apparently a substance he ate a while back caused him to explode.
Is this a meme story or is this anything useful?
This is you should know this, Scorpio. This is a recap of previous campaign.
Well, you encountered the ghost
I
of this
see.
guy at one point in the previous campaign.
Oh, I remember now. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Gordon Frogsy.
I'd say I'm looking for anything related to spirituality or the soul itself. Oh, hey, neat.
Well, given your search,
Scholar
you
time.
find a rather interesting book about spirit linking and such. Mainly separating your character from like one's basically just going full ghost about it. No, more like literally being a ghost about actually being problematic, having the problem of fucking being stuck like one.
So Danny Phantom.
Pretty much a form of immortality where they bind someone to a location just so they can continue their work.
I see.
And it seems like a step in the right direction, but not the type of thing you want to be stuck as, given the fact that it might drive you nuts after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I would prefer to be a spirit of I would prefer to be a spirit of free movement. But it is interesting, so I will jot down notes based on what I can read in the book at least.
The entire day actually looking at like details in this book. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take reasonable notes, like flipping through the book.
All right.
I just roll perception.
I mean, I can help if you want. You want some help there?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, bookman.
Can you read?
Can you see letters?
Yeah, that was to you, Solomon. Can you? Oh.
Yes.
Okay, you can. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. You can look over it with me and help me take notes. That would be wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I memorized the book.
Oh, you memorize? Oh.
Apparently, he's been here before.
Yeah. No, I have perfect memory.
He just reads the fucking book without forgetting it.
So he just reads it with me as I'm taking.
I was gonna be right back.
Well, thank
I'm
you,
still
Walker.
listening.
Well, if you ever need to reference this again, I got everything up here.
Sure.
As he points with his one arm.
Also,
so long as I don't get hit, I'll remember it forever.
Oh yeah, Walker is an elf.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to remember. Okay. How tall is Walker? This is a real question.
5'6".
Damn, bro, I think you beat me by a bit.
What was that?
I think you actually beat me in height by a bit. Yeah.
In fact, he is
you
abnormally
beat me by
short
6
for
inches,
his
which
race.
is all a man needs. I'm not surprised. You're almost as short as me, and I am a peacock.
He also looks very sickly, like real sickly.
You guys get along perfectly.
I mean, I love Solomon in general, so.
I am back for good. I'm just looking. Oh, there's my headset.
Headset has been found.
All right, there you go. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear everyone. Okay, I'm back for good.
Up?
Nice.
No. My family want to go, like, maybe do something, because we were out of water at the house, so I want to go grab some water. Drinking water.
Damn, sounds rough.
So I apologize for that. Yeah. No, I wanted to add stuff, but I was like driving and still trying to listen as best I can.
Sound like you were talking in
So,
like
my
a
apologies.
massive room. Is your car? Were you talking in the back of a fucking the inside of a truck, like transportation truck or something?
Yeah, the inside of the trunk
No.
of the car.
No. Right now, I'm back on the phone, but like with the headset, so it's gonna sound a little scuff. After this, once the internet back up, I'll just switch over to my computer, and I should sound perfectly fine.
Okay.
Coolio.
So thank you for bearing with me. I'm so sorry for
All
being
right.
a hassle.
Dude, it's fine. Also, thank you for helping memorize the book, Mr. Walker. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
So long as I
Well-
don't get smacked, I'll remember that.
Alrighty then. And this is also hilarious thinking on the fact that the man who has like amnesia about his situations, the one with eidetic memory.
The man who can't, the man who doesn't see race, can remember every face he's ever
Their
seen.
outtakes are all the same.
It just proves you lost one thing to gain another.
Is that they can't remember? He just doesn't give a shit.
Listen, just because I didn't roll on the major curse table doesn't mean I'm not cursed.
You can only remember what you notice.
See, here's the thing though. I actually have adept insight in perception and investigation.
Amazing.
He just doesn't notice the race part.
Don't notice the race part. I can tell you their height, their weight, their build, who they are. Are they a magic caster? But I can't tell you. I can't
He's
fucking
very
tell
ahead
you
of his
what
time.
their race is.
He's very ahead of his time.
This boy's living in 2077.
This man is living in cyberpunk.
All right. Yeah, I guess studying that book for a day is what I will do. And after that, I guess that's what I can find. I just take notes from it and then return it to its proper spot.
Okay.
Also, do I
will
find
also
anything
look-
else?
Slow down, Scorpio.
Oh,
Kane
go
already
with Rex Chef
rolled.
first.
Oh, Greg, sorry,
Yeah.
my apologies. Not adept in all those. I am apprentice level
Okay.
mastery for those. So, my mistake. For the exception of Arcana, that one I actually am adept in.
Nice.
All right.
Hey, Saint.
But I
So-
also rolled for perception.
What are you looking for?
Just anything in particular that seems to catch my eye.
What a
And I
studious
rolled a nat-
man.
Yes. And I will also study
I
it
do
as
love how he
well.
rolls like fucking nat 20s now. Like you guys are starting to roll the nat 20s now, and it's just gonna. I get
Yeah, I guess it was from
The
all the
last
shit
two
for last
sessions.
session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could roll on
Don't
roll
worry,
20.
we'll go back to normal soon. Like it always does. Like,
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll be rolling shit soon, don't worry.
as always, it will always return to shit. You never know when, but it will return to shit.
Yeah.
Y'all float down here.
So what catches my eye?
So you did this in the library, right? Right. You know what
Yes.
catches your eye? A fucking scroll. A large fucking scroll. It appears to be the size of a person. And the thickness of a person in terms of like how much paper is in it.
I think I just found myself an Elder Scroll.
It appears to
Open it,
be
get
surrounded
transported
with.
back in time, blackout.
It appears to be surrounded by a glass frame that has script etchings into it.
The Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it turns out the fucking Declaration
Is an Elder Scroll.
Yeah, it turns out the fucking Elder Scroll. Just kidding. Honestly, that'd be
Oh,
fucking hilarious
God.
if it was. Yes, the fucking Elder Scroll.
Yes, it would be.
Truly.
That's why they keep it behind
If
glass.
you read it, you go blind.
Yeah.
You go blind from the patriotism etched within it.
More American than you can handle.
Your mind can't comprehend being a patriot.
I'm not gonna let you mock the greatest country God has ever put on this earth. Amazing.
So, I asked the would it be
They're
custodians?
not
The library
custodians, they're
custodians, I
fucking
guess.
monks.
about what
They
that
don't clean
scroll.
the place. They just
Well, yeah, but you get the idea. I'm asking what that scroll's about. And why they have it in secret, and why they pretty much have it secured like that.
Well, it's obvious why they have it like that. It's literally they don't want anyone fucking with it because they want to preserve it, and it's a very delicate object.
But can
No,
they
it's
read
rolled
it
up.
through the glass?
It's fully fucking rolled up.
Damn
But it
it.
caught your eye because it's something interesting and might be very useful. Should you somehow acquire it? Other than that, there are some books. There are some other books, pretty much, near it in a small bookshelf. Apparently, one.
Do any of them catch my eye more?
Apparently,
Scroll?
one is about the basically communicating with elementals. Could be useful later down the line.
I will study this.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. I only know how to talk like a demon, so I might as well talk like an elemental. So why the hell not?
So, as you talk,
So Greg, do I find
as you literally look at the fucking
when you're in...
book, roll an intellect check, just a full blown intellect check.
Oh no. What is my intellect? Okay. Is it this one?
Given the circumstances, you're having a hard time making heads or tails of what it's trying to explain exactly. But it definitely is about the languages that elementals use. Unfortunately, you could not. You had a hard time retaining said knowledge, let alone being able to practice it properly without an issue.
Even if I were to study it, like
You
spend
were
the whole
spending
day
the whole
studying
day.
it.
It could take more than one day, probably. So,
would you like some help? My character has literally no agency or anything to do while he's here. He's just waiting for you guys to
The
save
problem
him.
with this,
Get him out of here.
Solomon, is he's learning a language.
Oh, fair enough.
That would have
Which
been
language,
determined the
out of
moment he
curiosity?
succeeded. There's four.
It's
Yeah.
like one of the
But I
four
did-
elementals languages.
Damn it. So I guess moving on.
Yeah, you could have learned one of the four fucking elemental languages.
Oh, bro, which one are you going for?
Okay, so I'm gonna try looking for a book on anything relating arms in general, like how if there's anything to build an arm, like the inside of an arm, how the
Not
arm
prosthetics,
works.
just arm.
Prosthetics, anything relating to arms, prosthetics, everything. How to I want to make the most insane arm I can make.
An arm for an arm. Your own guide to
You're
building
right to
one.
their arms.
You know what? I don't want to make a arm. I want to make two arms.
I want to make
on one
the
side.
arm.
You'll have multiple arms.
You'll be able to hit two people at once while standing still.
21.
You find a book named Armed and Dangerous. Wait, a story about some man with a gun.
I read
You have
it.
a good read for the rest of the day.
I am entertained.
Greg, do I find anything else that was interesting with the previous roll? Like anything that's useful, particularly,
Anything that is useful?
or anything about food, or anything that
Find a
allows me
book
to make
about
me
health
food, either
foods.
or.
Didn't you find
I
a
read
book
that
about
for the day.
cooking? No,
I read that.
Scorpion, didn't you
Yes.
find a book about cooking?
He's reading
Already?
he's reading
Oh, wait, I
Gordon
did, yeah.
Frogsy's fucking health foods book.
Is there anything like tasty in it
They all
that is
look very
new for
complex and
me?
well made.
I got dropped.
Okay, I take some notes on like any recipes I don't know about. So that is a day studying or something.
Okay. At the at the end of the day, pretty much, you guys are all tired. They're not letting you use their fucking beds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
because
course not.
you
don't live there.
But we have a thing. We have a thing, the bat like tents or something. Yeah. But
I
yeah,
don't think
it's
I
like
have a tent.
I mean, I have a 2-person tent, and that's for me and my partner.
Yeah, I will be sleeping uncomfortably. What about you, Scorpio? I mean, Shake Up.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do. I don't think I'm smart enough to read.
Like, where do you plan on sleeping?
I don't know.
I plan to sleep over there, and I just point out like a
Rock.
really nice looking like corner of the monastery.
Yeah, it's like Sid and Ice Age. Just go over. I gotta get some sleep. Leans back over Rock.
What? You think I'd sleep on this? Absolutely not. That's not for sleeping. That's for riding. My ancestors used to ride these babies for miles.
Banned on Twitch.
So yeah, I think we're ready to move on.
It's not
so
a
was
boulder,
there
it's a
with,
rock.
was there
By the way,
God.
whenever I have free time, I'm doing
sounds
that
good.
one thing I mentioned with like sewing kit and all that, make camouflage, a white camouflage for the snow.
Sorry, say that again.
You have white paint.
I'm making camouflage clothes. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I have a Sky's kit and sewing kit. I should have enough supplies for that.
What are you calling them?
Camouflage?
Say it slowly.
Camouflage.
Oh, camouflage. Okay.
I heard camouflage.
I heard cum flash.
Well, I heard flash.
That sounds like a cool attack.
And I was like, I heard like cum flash or cum flash, and I was like,
yes, I'm
what
making
the fuck?
cum flash.
I mean, like you said, like
That's
you
a
had
good
the paint, and I'm like, are you making cum colored
I
clothing?
feel like-
What the fuck?
I feel like that's the
That's a
power
cool
curling would have.
spell.
Cum
I like that
flash.
spell. Will you make that spell, Greg?
That's what he used on 18 to make the
Custom
child.
Homebrew content. Come flash. Go make it.
It was just getting homebrewed at the crisis. Guaranteed to make your enemy pregnant despite gender.
No, that's
You know.
terrible.
Here's the thing. I feel like that's the. Go ahead.
Oh, he said at least it'll strike fear in people.
I feel like cum flash is probably the alternative name for poison spray. It just gets. Yeah, the reason it just like it deals so much damage is because it gets you in the eye.
You say it just leaves a plague on that person that will last them for 18 years.
Just like my sister's kids.
Spawns a
Yeesh. We were joking. That sounds harsh.
For 18 years.
Bro, I didn't tell you, Solomon. My sister also had 2 kids within a year of each other.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're doing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so and they come over here like for at least like 3 days out of the week, so I have to deal with them.
I'm so sorry.
Now you know why I took up drinking.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny.
I mean, it was a joke. All right. I guess continuing on wherever we find places to sleep.
Also, wizard exit if there's any as easily available. Besides falling down to our deaths, that doesn't count.
The exit is a long, winding path down the mountain.
Okay.
Before we leave, I want to read one more book before we leave.
Does it look like it's easily enough to traverse and straightforward and
Looks kind of
nothing
slippery.
like not a bad idea? It looks fine. Looks kind of slippery. I'm just gonna ask like one of the monks is if there's a relatively decent pathway down that isn't too dangerous. I knew there was gonna be a gimmick, so that's there's a reason why the dragon brought us up instead of
You could just walk down. I don't see any difficulty with that.
Oh, there's
Unless you
nothing
hate
to. Okay,
stairs.
Then I'm just gonna. We're just gonna head. Okay, I just wanted to know if there's anything. Okay.
Yes, the stairs
So
that
we
killed
just.
my family.
I think we just. We just go. I think I'm just gonna head down the stairs with the others. As long as it doesn't look like we'd slip and die 100,000 feet or something like that. Is it that dangerous, Greg,
Not
or is
really.
it not that dangerous? Will it instantly? Okay, it's not that dangerous. Okay, we go down. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to read a book before we leave, but okay.
No,
can
okay.
another
If you want to
day,
read a
yeah.
book, we can do that. We can do another day. We
Yeah,
can do
just
another
it
day.
depends on what type of book you want to read. Like, what do you do? Is there anything you're looking for?
This time I want to. This time I want to look for books that are all about souls,
Okay.
especially someone like
You know what?
mine.
I'll assist you in that, just in case, just to help you. So I Shake Up is dead now
Apparently.
forever. I'll assist you. Roll again.
Shake Up has been defeated.
Sorry, I had to.
My
start that
Discord
again.
crashed.
Rip.
17. Cool.
Hey, Greg, can I do that thing I mentioned that I tried to message you about?
Yes, you can.
Oh God.
And this is what I'm doing.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Are you like putting a stick where your arm used to be and waving it around?
Shh, no. Okay, so I can't roll on Roll20. You want me to roll on
Sure,
this
it works too.
on the server? I'll roll on open table number 2.
Damn, that's kinky.
So then it's plus my dex plus my mastery level for stealth, right?
Yes.
I believe that's only a novice, so that should only be a 1.
Yes.
Fun fact: the dice bot is not active right now. Yeah.
I noticed that yesterday. I noticed that Tuesday when I was playing my game. You know what?
Why is it?
Blade also mentioned that. If you forgot, Greg.
It was back up earlier,
I'll
though.
roll it for you.
Yeah,
I'll roll
can
it
you
for
roll?
you. Trust me.
Yeah, can you roll for me with a plus?
I will roll with a +5. You got an 18 total.
This man has snuck to the bathroom.
It was. So what was the total roll?
It was 18. Was the total?
Nice. Yeah. I successfully find a bathroom without waking anyone. Thank you, Greg.
You just find stone hole that leads to like a pitch black nothingness. But you just hear
just like my nightmares.
It seems to go on for miles on end.
Oh no.
You could drop a lighter down there and never see it ever fucking return.
That's not scary.
In fact, if you literally dropped a glow stick down there, the light would probably go out before you hear it hit something.
That sounds awful. Okay, so I'm gonna just relieve myself and then
You
make
hear
my way
no
to the
noise
elevator.
of it being relieved.
Terrifying. I no longer have to pee. I no longer have to pee, but I am definitely not relieved in the
And
slightest.
then you just hear as if it's like fucking Scooby or some shit.
No, I'm out of here. That's
Like,
really
it's
creepy.
just-
I'm out.
That's all you hear echoing in the fucking like hole.
Greg, what is your campaigns, Greg? What are the?
There's like there's like a cursed gremlin making weird noises in the.
As you poop into the.
Maybe at least in a cave system you don't fucking know. But wherever it is, you don't want to go there ever.
the goblin poop caves. What an awful place to be.
Maybe the gremlins like it there. That's the even more scary part.
You're hired to clean it, to clean the septic tank of the fucking like that. Monastery.
Oh man, I can hear my little sister playing Arctic Monkeys in the other room.
Anyway, eventually it comes down to morning. You guys got a long rest, and yeah, there seems to be some stories of a barbarian apparently terrorizing travelers on the fucking path. Well, like, many people are trying to do pilgrimage. There was even a dismembered body that had fucking every limb ripped off, as well as various gashes and shit in the torso.
Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. Oh no. And we hear this?
I'm sure it's unrelated.
Tunks is like, I think we should be going pretty soon.
Listen, causation, correlation. Said it before. Oh god, that's really hurting my throat. Can we?
Tungsten just says I don't care about logic, I care about luck. And luck is very scary. I've learned this from personal experience.
Can we get into a fight so I can get a new axe that knocked into me, please?
I guess that's one way to go about it.
Also,
I just
No,
if you want to get slapped around, just ask.
No, I don't think you understand. That's not a joke. I said that to Greg like 30 minutes ago.
Amazing. I mean, just fall off a rock and hit your head.
But
easier
Greg,
ways to go about it.
What? I don't think you've looked into my perception because again I wanted to read another
Well, yeah,
book
I
before
just
we
started
left.
up in the morning, pretty much. So you haven't gotten to that action yet.
Sorry, what the fuck has happened so far? I have
been out of the loop.
There was that guy. There's stories of a crazy axe person who.
Oh, so okay. There's just a story happening right now.
Something happening in the mountains involving travelers. They're going through the mountain passes.
Oh, okay. That's just what we've heard. Okay, I was like, did we just switch scenes somewhere?
There's just gonna be a boss fight the moment we leave or something.
Fucking axe murderer pops out. It's like, I've come for your other arm. Like fucking Popeye, but with like a razor sharp axe fetish.
No, please! They just made me this one. I don't want to lose it again.
Skedaddle should diddle your arms.
Just takes my robot arm that I'll get.
They call him the arm diddler.
Arms dealer.
But he's instead of selling it, he just takes.
He's just repossessing it.
The collector from Darkest Dungeon, but for arms.
He has an arms race to do, and he needs all the arms that he can get.
You know, half the reason I'm not talking so much is because that voice really fucking hurts.
Just change it then.
You could just you don't have to
No,
talk in character voice.
I only have myself to blame, and you know what?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hey, all I could say is,
Don't worry. If you just start drinking like I have.
So tomorrow comes.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And after I get it out of my eyes, what happens?
Well, Rexhaw goes to look for more books, and I go to help him. Does anyone else want to do anything in the morning?
I'm going to look for let me see. Well,
Actually,
my character is gonna like try to search for think about it for a moment.
Very, very, very quickly. How do spells work in terms of
you
like
gain mana
gaining your
every
mana
hour
back
and you gain
during rest?
more when you're resting.
Yeah, 1 mana every
So you
hour.
gain
If
two-
you're a caster of some sort, you generally get and you take like a rest. You can roll like a d20 that also adds onto your mana when you're regaining it.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Can I do that, Gregory? Because before I go to sleep last night, I want to go ahead and cast. Never mind, I don't have a pound of medicine on herbs. I can't cast Cure Disease to get rid of this shitty voice. Cure cold.
Cure bad impressions. Cure horrific voice.
Exactly. All right. So sorry. Tomorrow.
Yeah. So tomorrow, looking for a book with Rexhaw, and whatever else anyone else wants to do. And we did the rolls for the book looking. It was 17.
So, what kind of book were you looking for, Kane?
So it's mostly about souls or spirits, yeah. Especially
you
one
find
in
an
my
interesting
case.
book that is related to some type of soul searching. That it's basically apparently the book is about the mortality of the soul itself, pretty much, as well as some of the things people try to circumvent it with.
That sounds like something Tungsten just drove Tungsten into his quest. Because he believes in the mortality of the soul and therefore the soul quest.
Yeah.
Maybe I read it, who knows?
Well,
I'm not saying I did
Leeson
it.
also helped me with reading this. Matt,
What? Sorry.
will you also help me
Yeah,
reading
sure.
this?
I did indeed hear the general theme of the book, and yeah, I think Leeson would be reading it as well if we found it.
If Tungsten hears that like in vicinity, he's gonna catch interest immediately.
What was the book about again?
It's about
mortality
souls
of the soul
and mortality of the soul and saving off said mortality.
For it.
And also and the idea that if you have a soul crystal and someone says they're going to heaven, you can just put it on top of them, and guess what? No heaven for you.
Is that like a Skyrim reference?
Yeah, it's a Skyrim reference. I'm going to Asgard. Nope.
Whoosh.
Guess it's gonna be a fire enchantment.
You do realize that's actually how what inside soul stones look like in fucking Skyrim, because you actually do get.
So they're just Pokeballs. So they're just Pokeballs,
when you go
basically.
because you do go into one during one of the quest lines in that game.
Amazing.
It's like, oh, my ancestor smiled upon me, and then he goes, "Yeah, I bet. And yeah, your grandfather's in this sword right here. I used him to make a real shitty ice enchantment. You want him back or?" Sell it to you for 50 gold.
He's like, "Gam gam," and you're like, "Damn right!" Slaps him with the sword. It's not the first time Grandpa's been inside
you. You manage to kill him. You like pull out your black soul shard. It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll use this for and kill your daughter. And then just like eliminate a family's bloodline.
What a way to reduce the lineage. You just eliminate an entire family for weapon enchantment.
oh, here's my family's heirloom. I'm like, oh, did your father give this to you? Like, no, that is my father.
That's just Carl.
Jesus Christ.
That's Carl the Sword.
It's fucking what? It's fucking Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Look at this sword I got.
Man, I missed that show.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, look into the book. I do too, but it will never happen
it was
again.
so fucking good.
I mean, so was Boondocks, but like, at least, well, I heard Boondocks is back.
So was the Venture Bros. That shit was good.
I don't know why they keep canceling it.
Well, actually, Venture Brothers did end at one point.
Yeah, it's like Futurama. It's like a tumor that just won't go away.
Futurama did officially end. Like literally, like permanently.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Yeah,
but then they released audio episodes.
Yeah, but then again, the ending of Futurama is like explained away as a time loop. So.
Yeah, but don't forget, like again, it got ended like 4 times, and they had actual series ends.
I mean, but that's just how it works. Anyway, Soul Book, read through, get knowledge, profit.
Yes. Yes.
And soon he'll
also,
rule
I'm
the
assisting
world.
as well. I'm assisting with the Soul Book because not because it's useful, but for me, but because like it catches my character's interest naturally. Because character reasons.
Sure. Yeah, I invite Tungsten.
So you're all just looking. So you're all just looking at a fucking
pat him
book
on the nose
because you can.
And I'm like, look at this. Yeah, we're just like 3-way reading this book.
But your best directions.
Exemplar. Yeah. Each cardinal direction is taken up to read this book.
Anyway, so as you're reading the book, apparently it's explaining how there was various methods that people used to essentially prolong their lifespan. One was the usage of other souls to empower their soul, which was often frowned upon due to it led to some rather unsavory acts from said individuals.
Sorry, what was frowned
upon?
Usage
of the souls of others to literally power up your...
Yes, I'd imagine that would indeed be. Back to the Soul Gem
entire
conversation.
nation actually banned the use of dark arts magic because of that. Must be getting 8.
Yeah, making Gam into a sword is a no-no. Got it.
Even if it was consensual.
You know what? If you manage to get someone to agree to that, props to you.
I mean, I don't know what they're into, but...
Yeah, like... You're like, hey, bro, you want to become a fire enchantment? And they're like, sure. Like, you know what? That's someone who just didn't plan on afterlife, and I can admire the short-sightedness.
Someone who just did not give a fuck about their
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? The next 5 seconds, that's just lost to time.
Maybe they know too much and they're like, you know what? My soul is just gonna become insane inside one of those. What are they called in your world, Greg? Death Keepers, whatever. The Grave Lords. It's just they're gonna go insane and they're just like, you know what? Just end it already.
To be fair, you have encountered it in one of the campaigns.
Give a single shit.
Notice that they kind of just go nuts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They just know about. They just know their inevitabilities. They're like, just end it already. Just turn me into an enchantment instead.
Like Jerry Seinfeld, they just want to end their life.
Pretty much.
Oh man, the millennial generation provided so many soul gems.
Tungsten semi has a little bit of knowledge about like, it's not that much. It's just he knows that because the soul is like can be damaged and destroyed completely, it's going to be inevitable that something's going to happen. He's just going to have to embrace oblivion anyways, or become immortal somehow, either in the physical world or in the soul world. somehow. That's all he knows.
Well, what else do we read?
I was
from
also
the book?
explaining flackery, why someone try to use some flacceracy to prolong their life.
Were you trying to say phylactery?
Phylactery, yes, I was accuracy.
Phylacteries.
How accurate is it, Greg?
Very accurate.
Yeah.
Accuracy.
Yeah, how accurate is it, Greg?
You just made a new adjective. Phylactery.
How do you make a phylactery?
I'll tell you how to make one. It just says that like someone tried to.
Does your phylactery have phylactery?
Is it like a dark thing, or is it like my character doesn't know this, but is it a dark thing, or like does it require unsavory
Well, fun
materials?
fact, in the setting it does require a metric fuck ton of again, it's another reason why they banned the usage of souls for magic. In some nations.
So does it require unsavory materials?
Not quite unsavory,
or I just don't
more
know?
or less unethical sources.
Unethical sources, I see.
It should pretty much explain everything for you at that
Might
point.
not be a good idea. Pretty much. That's why I wanted to know, basically. Okay.
Pretty much like some use it to extend their lifespan, and others use it to literally make themselves into an unnatural undead force with many spooky powers. Long story short, some of them did succeed. Others went mad trying to do it, and others perished because of them trying to do it. Either because of. And usually they perish not because they fucked up the spell itself. It was mainly because of the fact that someone stopped them. For better or worse.
BRB.
Because, you know, nobody likes it when you try killing an entire village just to make yourself a fucking lich.
It does not win you any popularity contests, that's for sure.
Well, depends on the popularity contest. Talking about like the dark side, you're probably gonna get like good reputation.
Yeah, they'll probably just kill you and try to steal it from you.
It's a good reputation. You just put some mark on your back.
Well, long story short.
They're probably not gonna mess with you if you're successful and you kill a lot of people who try to stop you. But they won't respect you out of like, well, you're really good at what you do. They're gonna respect you because they're afraid of you, if anything. Respect in the world of the evil is not like respect, and exactly, it's more like I'm afraid of this guy, and you know he can fuck shit up.
I'm
So,
back.
Well,
anything
that's it.
else, Greg? Oh yeah, welcome back. Sorry, I forgot.
Alrighty. Is there any book on feng shui?
There's a book on furniture. Mainly.
That's not what feng shui is.
No, but it's talking about the feng shui of furniture.
You know what? I'll read it just for kicks. Just since we're spending the second day.
Oh, you know how.
I'll just
roll
find a
intellect
random
check then.
book.
You know what? I will roll just a check. Anyone specific or just int in general?
Just int.
Just int.
Just inting.
Well, you didn't learn how to put your furniture in a feng shui fashion.
Never learn internal decoration. I can't believe it.
Your taste of interior decorating has not improved.
At least it was well, I will say it was enlightening, but I'd be lying. So I put it back.
Actually, am I smart enough to read?
Yeah, you can't.
I've only
read.
got 4 intellect.
No.
Someone can read for you. You just stand next to
No,
someone as they're
literally, he
reading.
can't. He's illiterate due to low intellect.
No,
I'll
I
read
mean,
for
like,
you.
Someone
Yeah.
reads for him. Greg.
Yeah, I'll read for you.
All right.
What you looking for, bud?
Let's see. I should probably look for a book on some sort of magic thing that I need to learn. Could learn enchantment, so look for any books on enchantment, I guess.
Gregory, I look for books on enchantment.
You find a book that has a interesting lady on it, and as well as
there's
some
a book with an interesting lady on
also
it.
her counting her money, as a bunch of people sit there.
I'm assuming this might be one of these. I pull it out and I start reading it to him.
The more you read it, the more you're questioning who the fuck would write this.
It's an erotic
fuck would
fan
write this?
fiction.
As if this book was meant to exploit idiots.
Yeah, I mean that was an interesting. Sorry, well that was an interesting read.
But you
For some
don't
reason-
have to be the one.
That's not the type of enchantment I was
Well, apparently
looking
someone
for.
shoved this in here a
Oh.
while back, and no one ever bothered to get rid of it. So it's just there.
I'm just gonna. I'd say I put it into my backpack, but I don't think I can carry it with my carry capacity. So I'm just gonna, like, you know what? I know exactly where to keep this, and I'm gonna like leave for a second and then come back with other book as I toss it into the
hold
bottom
on
of the pit of poo.
before
Oh, go
before
ahead.
you take any books. This
This
is out
book
of
weighs
character.
3
It's not
pounds,
in
by the way.
character. We
It weighs 3 pounds.
we agreed
many?
that we're going to read.
Oh no, never mind. I don't do that. I can't carry that.
Just so you know,
Um,
Scorpio, he never agreed to anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think out of character, we collectively agreed not to steal any books. I'm just saying.
No, collectively, no. You said you went.
Agreed. Yeah. I
I'm just
never
saying,
agreed to
like
that.
there may be shit that might happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's not gonna stop this man. He's missing an arm. He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, clearly I already make bad decisions. You think one more is
I
gonna
went to a
stop me?
doctor who used a great axe. You think I'm
I
here to
don't-
make
I-
good choices in life?
Like out of character, I don't care. I'm just saying. Things might happen. Well, they're not gonna trust us ever again. That's for sure.
I'm gonna go up to a monk. I can't carry this. I can't do it either. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
So
and
he has
put it
trouble
back.
moving
Like,
after he picks up the book, and then he just leaves it there.
This is great. Wait, how strong are you? To Mr. Foreign Intelligence. Wait, I don't know your name. Hi, I'm Walker.
So he walks up to a frogman, asks
Oh,
him if he
God.
can hold
He
a
asks
book,
us
how
to-
strong he is, and then basically asks who his name is.
I'm Abaddon. Yes, I
in
can
that
carry this
order.
book for you.
No, you don't have to carry it. Just put it back. It's fucking heavy. You wouldn't have to have a pound of herbs on you, would you?
Pound of herbs.
Yeah, I'm a really, really
you
bad
smoke?
fucking cough.
Nah, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, I suffer from lung disease and I can cure it, but I need a pound of herbs. Wait a second. Can I just roll for
You're in
fucking survival?
a fucking mountain. A snowy part.
Snow
You're
mountain.
near the fucking
Yeah,
top
maybe
of
there's
some
got
mountain.
potted plants
Wait,
around.
can I hear him asking for herbs?
He's sick, yo.
Does anyone have some good hashish?
Do you
You
need
some
see
ganja?
he's sick,
medicinal
yo.
herbs?
Cough, cough.
Yes.
I have.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Probably should have
Yeah,
asked the
yes.
doctor.
I
'cause he probably hasn't.
feel like Leosid like comes over and it's just like
Or better yet, you have anything for like a cold?
no, but I do have herbs if you need them.
Alright, can I, how much for a pound of herbs?
How much silver do you have on you at the moment?
What's-
Did all have Astara?
Sorry, Darius, silver Dara, whatever.
Apparently he's used to
Dara do
his
you
home
have on
country's
you?
currency of silver for some reason.
Yeah.
Not a lot. How
The
much
many
you need?
shinies that a Birdman uses.
Give me
All right,
50.
listen.
$50, I'll let you have a pound.
Oh, that's awesome. I was gonna give you 500. Yeah, that sounds fair.
No,
Price is
congrats.
changed.
All right, there you go. I get $50, you get a pound of her.
Nice. Now watch this. Let me see if I did my math right. Okay, so that's okay. That's an action. That's standard action. So half that's 15.
How funny if you just got
Minus
like the
1.
price has changed. It's 500.
Another one.
No, he's...
Okay, I'm gonna be casting Cure Disease, but I'm just gonna calculate how much mana this costs me. So
Didn't the dragon say something about not casting magic or something like that? Or was that with only offensive spells?
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't know that.
I'm just gonna like pat my shoulder, and a little like glowing blue raven's gonna appear as I summon my mana totem.
It doesn't really matter. It isn't really like... He's just using natural sources on himself. He's just treating his fucking illness.
I'm still trying to do math.
He's trying to hit the pipe. I can imagine like he's like I cast Cure Disease and then it starts lighting up, put some green shit in a pipe, starts lighting.
Actually, that's a. I need to learn how to cast Cure
I
Disease.
know, but,
so
I know,
if
but
I
the
could find a
implications
book
of how he cast it. He just
You wipe it out of your
his eyes are red now, but he's cured of whatever disease he had.
He just wipes it out of his eyes. Hey, you got no disease for you, boy. The magic came early.
Well, something came all right. I don't know what it was, but something came.
It's definitely a difference drinking 35 to 50% because I'm 5 shots in. I don't feel fucking wasted yet.
Okay, so if I did that right, that should be 1, 6, 9. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to use 6 mana to cast Cure Disease on myself.
Okay.
As a fucking adept evocation. Just yeah, baby. Oh, that's much better. Woo!
You don't sound like you have a tin can top constantly rotating through your throat as you speak.
I know, it's groovy. All right, high five. Oh, sorry, that's Stump.
Sounds like he's like
Other
slowly
hand.
going back to it now.
The disease only cures for like a day.
I'm just gonna be right back.
Okay, Leosin high fives with his taloned hand.
Ow! Alright, maybe I'll use a Stump next time.
I mean, I try to keep the nails from poking inward.
You know, I've never met someone with talents. That's real nice.
Thank you. I mean, my mate has fins. If you ever want to touch that too.
I think I'm good. I feel like that'd be a breach of personal space, you know?
I mean, if I'm like as a high five, he would just use his
Hot
fins.
fins?
Yeah, he goes fins.
I'll give you the flipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, flipper fin, either one.
Yep. That was nice. That was good. Thank you.
You're
Alright,
welcome.
so what the fuck? So, what are we doing again?
Well, after we're done, raiding their library for whatever knowledge we can gain, I guess we're going to head towards the mage's
Called the
tower. Is that
Arcane
what we
Tower.
called
You
it?
still don't have an idea where.
The arcane tower.
You still have no idea where it is.
Yeah. We don't know where it is. We just know it's north at the moment.
Why are you going to an arcane tower?
Well, because we want to discover more knowledge about our own ideas of creating immortality.
Oh. Well, that's cool.
Yes.
I'm back.
I'm hoping we can do it
Back.
without, sucking someone else's soul and welcome back.
Yeah, hold up. I can probably help with that, though.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you?
You-
How so?
Yeah.
He knows the power of suck.
Oh, go ahead. I had the power of suck. Okay, hold just a thought. Can I find a map or something?
You have a map?
Can I find one here in the monastery?
Unfortunately, they don't have a map.
Here's a question: Can you? Oh, here's a question: Can you even read maps?
No, but I can cast
he
clairvoyance.
just can't see race. He can still see directions.
Like, I have an 18
Okay.
intelligence. I really like the fact that everyone thinks that I'm fucking
Even though Jacob is more brain dead.
I don't
Like,
think
I have.
Jacob's character is more brain dead.
I need to find a demon.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Thinking hard.
I return. Sorry. Also, I'm listening while all that's happening. Thus, I was typing.
Okay, well, since we need. All right, baby. So no worries. As long as we need to find something, I'm your guy. I'm gonna go ahead and take about 10 minutes. Plus a standard action to cast clairvoyance, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that bonus in order to gain some insight while I go ahead and look for any information for this magic tower. Hey, yeah, I get to add my spellcasting ability to investigation, perception, and insight, all of which I'm apprentice level at. So that's awesome.
So it's +2 plus your modifier, your attribute. So
And
while
since-
he's doing
Go ahead.
that, what did I find with my 24, Greg? I'm looking for a random book.
You find a book on. Let's see.
Cut out for a second for me.
Yeah, you cut out for me too, Boo.
You find a rather large tome. And it weighs 10 fucking pounds.
Not too rich for my blood.
It is the Tome of the Christos.
It apparently is a tome that is talking about a story about how some guy met a guy in Tuscany. You don't even know where Tuscany is.
Call me intrigued. I want to remember. By the way, I'm making a puppet show of the one guy with this gunslinger.
You're just finding fucking stories.
Yes, I will. Actually, I'm going to note this down. The name of your
You
book.
should make one of Solomon's character as a gunslinger, but you can call it Unarmed and Dangerous.
So what's the name of the second book, and what's the story about?
Account named account dude who also had a brother. He wanted to tell him about his brother and him.
I not only have 2 hands, but I still
and that
got
was it. That is apparently the whole story, and it's just the rest of the pages are blank. And this guy was making a fucking advanced story, and he fucking. You're not sure what. After you look at the next pages, after you skip like 100 blank pages, you find another story about a fucking man in a random. God knows where the fuck this is, because apparently it's definitely not a town you ever fucking heard of, or a region that appears to have appears to be talking about a story of a mad wizard who pretty much blew up an entire fucking town just because he didn't like the baker in there. It just gets more and more ridiculous with the stories as you go. It seems like it would take a while to find all the. It just seems like every time you flip like 100 blank pages, it just gives you a random story.
I kind of want this book. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know that book is probably. I'm pretty sure it's like a fable of like the wizard kills 13 people, and that's why they call it a baker's dozen.
You know, I also have perfect memory, so I memorized this whole book.
Yeah, perfect memory brews.
Yo,
Greg.
Quick question before you continue, though. What would you name this book? Because I'm not going to type out every title. I just tell me what like random storybook or whatever what you want to call this book.
Book of Fables. That's a cool name.
Is that what you want to call it, Greg?
Fable of books.
I hear typing. I'm concerned
The
either
tome of
he's playing
bullshit
game or he's
stories.
typing a lot. Tome of bullshit.
It's the tome of
Yes.
bullshit stories.
Yes.
Yeah, this was good. This one, we need that
Because
desperately.
these stories are
It's the
probably
most
not real.
important-
They're probably
most
just
important
blatant lies.
Hey.
Yeah, who the fuck names a country Tuscany? Or even a city for that matter?
I don't know, man.
So,
Look, the people that are watching my show don't know that.
fair enough. Alright, so Greg.
Yes.
So investigation says that it's a skill for searching for clues and evidence. It is also says that it can be used for collecting information. Would I be able to use investigation in order to make a roll based off of any info I can collect in this entire library that might pertain to that magic place that MK's character is trying to get
Yes,
to?
you could find some info here for it, but it's no guarantee that you
You want to
will
roll for it?
find it. But there might be some information here that could lead you closer to it.
All right, that sounds awesome.
Walker,
Nice. So
you're a wonderful
Go ahead.
individual.
So I just like find some info that might
Gotta
make you
roll
get
for
closer
it.
to it, or do you want me to roll for it?
As if anything.
Nice. I don't have a dice spot. MK, you want to roll for me?
Sure. Well, what's your current bonus?
All right, Matty boy. So I have a +40 intelligence. I am an apprentice investigator, so that's another +2. So 4 + 2, 6, and then I get to add my spellcasting modifier to it, so that's another +4 because I
I'll
have
be
a 4
right back,
wisdom
guys.
for a grand total of a +10. So that's investigation roll.
You got a 25 total.
25, Greg. What do I win? What's behind the number 1?
You find a
Cock and
rather
ball
interesting scroll that
Ooh,
you find an interesting
my
map
favorite.
that was stored deep within the fucking
Shit, bro.
deep within like a pile of scrolls, pretty much, that were in another room. The map appears to be glowing with symbols, various symbols and such that keep moving or appearing randomly. One of them appears to be a square, a purple square, like on the fucking map near the region of Chris.
Okay, got it. Well, Sugar, it looks like there's something here in the region of Chris. Don't know where that is. Don't know what the fuck that looks like, but that's what I was able to find.
I see. Well, at least we have a general direction then.
This is good.
The Chris. So at least we know there. Well, it is north, so we indeed would know it is Chris at least.
And we could get some cities, go to some cities, and maybe we can pinpoint the exact location as well. Somewhere around this area. I think my home ocean is near Chris, somewhere around there. Prince and Consul, if I remember correctly.
MK, what's your character's name?
Leosin.
And then what's the thing we're looking for?
So you already
the
forgot what
Arcane
you were
Tower.
looking for. Great.
No, I'm writing down my notes. I just want the actual
Okay.
name.
Yeah, Leosin. Yeah, Arcane Tower.
Yeah, me, Carlos, Solomon forgot. Walker did not.
Solomon is existing existentially from his character.
And then how do you spell Leosin? If you would be so kind.
Leosin.
I was off. I had LY instead of LE.
Leosin.
Like Lysol.
I'm not that clean. Got all that fish oil on me, you know what I'm saying?
He's been fishing for oil
No,
this
I've never been
entire
with
time.
fish.
No, I just have a fish I lay with every night.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, anything else you guys would like to do?
I think we're ready to move on. Yes.
Actually, is there a book on that teaches you how to cast cure
You don't
disease
know.
here? If I can have
Ask
There's
the
something
shaman
that gets
to
rid of
teach
STDs in this library.
you. I think the
Well, if you
player-
ask nicely, I can teach you.
what was that?
If you ask nicely, I could teach you.
Would you teach me, please, how to cast
Oh,
cure disease?
Oh, absolutely, sugar. All right, all we need is a pan of herbs, and we can go ahead and get
First,
started.
let me take a fat.
Cure
First, let me take a
STD, the
fat
spell.
I just feel like that's like what like the next step is.
Well, yeah, there's
Imagine,
nothing
like,
else to
that's
do.
how cure disease worked. Am I saying?
MK,
Yes.
can you send me the name of your character? I just want to make sure I got it right again.
Okay.
Abaddon.
Here, I'll put in the private chat.
Oh, my Wi-Fi's back!
What? Oh,
My Wi-Fi's back! I'll be back! I gotta switch.
Yeah, his computer.
Can't believe I got fucking booted into the AFK channel earlier. I don't even think I was muted.
That's how quiet you were.
Yeah. Let me take a moment here while Solomon's doing that.
All right.
So, since you guys have found what you're looking for, or at least something that you were looking for, I don't know if you fucking actually wanted that exact fucking result.
Who knows what
Good
we
question.
wanted?
No one knows. No one will know.
No one will. We're gonna die before this quest is over, so who gives a fuck?
Fair enough.
I probably will.
I mean, you know what? I got bets on you. 500 DR says that Shake Up dies first.
Oh, guys, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again.
I say the odds
Are
of
we
that
gonna do
happening
this
are
again?
pretty high, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not betting against that. I'm betting another 500 on myself dying first.
I mean, who's gonna collect it?
I bet 500 that he will be the first one to die.
I don't know. I'll give my share to somebody.
This man's got guts. I'll give you that.
Just whoever you like the most.
You want to know the weird thing?
Yeah,
Before you arrived, I was betted and I was going to die first.
Then I'll give my share to you. my bet.
Now the question is, if no one bets against you, that means no one can win.
Well, what's a real bet if no one bets against?
Well, we all win. We just keep our money.
Bet 50.
Yes!
I bet 50 imaginary. Welcome back. I bet 50 imaginary Robux. They are not
on who?
dollars. Robux.
Do I still sound
Robux
like
specific?
I've been kidnapped and stored in a trunk?
Unless
I
that
mean,
was your plan.
Hooray!
Only after I get to your house.
Unless that was your plan.
Solomon with missing arm and axe murderer killing everyone who gets near the mountain. It's just I don't think it's gonna end well.
Greg, I remember something I wanted to do in the monastery.
Like what?
Hooray! Okay.
I wanted to ask about the trials because I was constantly forgetting about it. I would remember it, and then like a second later I would forget about it. Then I would remember.
So you ask about the trials, and one of the monks pretty much mentions that the trials are a test. They're pretty much a test of the swords. They test the strength, the spirit, and various other attributes of the individual to see if they're worthy of staying. In fact, every monk in this monastery has done it and succeeded.
Can anyone take the test?
What do I get if I ace
get
it?
a room here.
Oh, that's awesome.
What you do with said room is up to you.
Can we read the scroll?
No. And then he basically just says, yeah, that's not something you just get to read. That's an antique. We're not letting anyone touch that, period.
So pretty much the whole test is to gain a room
live
here.
there and study and improve yourself.
I see.
Has anyone improved themselves by being
the
here?
guy who basically can literally use soul thread as a means to access and analyze people's souls with it. No, he just knew how to rip people's souls out with it.
Oh, I mean, the not ripping out part. It seems like that should be the other way around.
I disagree. I mean, it's much easier to destroy something than it is to build something. In my personal, so humble opinion of a potentially expert evoker, I think it's much more difficult to repair something than it is to destroy it.
This is generally true. If not always.
Ow, I'm fucking dying. What is it? Are you saying you want to take the test?
You okay there, Leosin? I can cast some cure disease on you if you are feeling down.
No, I just had a way too full shot and it hit my uvula.
All right then, sugar. You let me know if you need some help.
Sure, I'll let you know. Okay, I should be fine now. Anyway, are you saying you wanted to? Are you intending to do the test, Cameo?
Gossip.
Well, we're leaving, so it would be no benefit to us if we're leaving.
You could improve yourself in some way doing that. You might learn something.
Plus, it'd be fun.
I have one question. How many steps is the test? Like how many
Could take
days
you a
would
week.
it take?
Could take you a month. Could take you years to get through the whole fucking thing, depending how slow you are about it. Let's just say it's not an easy test.
Out of character, how big is the test?
You saw how long it took you to get up here with the dragon flying you. Imagine that in steps.
Oh, so you have to... Yeah. I can fly.
Also, completely out of character. How the fuck do I get rid of everyone's like images on Roll20?
Gear icon.
Go to gear.
Instead of player's avatar size, the names only.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much scroll way to the bottom. Last thing.
Still have that fucking PFP.
What?
What?
The fucking Carlos is PFP.
Oh, Magikarp?
Still have that?
Oh, I've had that for like 6 years.
Jesus, oh god.
Magikarp.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, that's not true. I've had that for about 4 years because if Greg remembers, I used to have a slightly different shocked Magikarp.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
Thank you so much. In terms of the map, can someone like point me where the fuck we are?
Look for the giant orange fish.
Found it.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Yep.
The one that says "God help me, please."
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yes, I made that so people can find it easy.
You're on.
Lovely.
Also, the fish is terrified because of all the bad luck we had with encounters. So he's just. That's why I wrote that. Yes. Every encounter is terrifying. Every encounter is potential death.
So, and then you said that the symbol for the arcane tower was over this thing right here, Chris.
Yeah, we're in the region of Chris, apparently.
So that's where it is. And then would I be able to, like, with a 25, would I narrow that down a little more, or
you noticed that it displayed a mark that would tell you where it might be. It looked like that might be the one that you need to go to, pretty much.
Okay, nice.
All you know is it's not a false lead, that's for sure.
So that's good at the very least. And then they mentioned that they were trying to go to it that was north from here, but that seems a lot more northwest. So I'm glad we can point us in a slightly better direction. Oh, this is so nice. Oh man, I love having an actual
Wasn't
computer.
everybody?
Now to fucking fill out a character sheet. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had to store it somewhere else because you couldn't fucking access the internet or some shit.
Yeah, and remember, you reset the old version, so I have to redo everything because I've deleted some stuff by accident.
There.
So
Oof.
I'm literally starting from scratch. Yeah, it's not fun.
Fucking.
So for the
oof.
third time, writing my character sheet. So annoyed. But that's my fault. So I apologize. Let's continue. I apologize for like continuously sidetracking us. And also massive thanks to MK. MK, when you added me, my iPhone that's connected to the Wi-Fi like beeped, and I went, "What the fuck?" And then I realized I was like immediately, my Wi-Fi. Like I like turned to my router and I saw all 4 lights light up, and I was like, "Yes!"
Amazing. The lawnmowers have given back your Wi-Fi.
Hey, I'm Latino too. Don't call us that.
I didn't say that. No one said it was Latino.
Don't call us the lawnmowers.
That assumption out there.
That is racial profiling, okay?
You put the profile out there. I can't be blamed. I'm 6 shots in.
Drunk NK is not responsible for sober MK.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll remember
Results
everything.
may vary,
but sober MK will remember everything.
It's liberating. He doesn't have to take responsibility.
But
He's
there
free.
is no filter, and I can't be held accountable for having no barrier.
Yes.
So with that said, we were doing something for the monk. I'm so sorry for sidechecking us.
Yeah, it's like Fernando actually doing the test? Like, what is going on?
I would, but it takes too much time.
Sure.
Unless everyone's doing it, it's pointless.
What you gotta do in order to pass it?
He points towards the fucking into the winding path down, and there's like various fucking platforms that go down there.
Can you take it alone, or
That
can
is a
some
thing
friends
you
help
do
him
alone.
along the way? Ooh, well, you think you can finish it in an hour? I can help you out with some stuff.
You can't see the.
I'm pretty
you
sure I
can't see
cannot
the
finish
bottom
that
of it.
hour.
What was your name again? I'm so sorry. I'm a forgetful sort.
I am Kamael.
Kamael. Spell it for me.
I think I have it in Roll20. Yeah, I do.
Roll20.
Oh wait, you're saying that in character or out of character?
In character.
Oh, I got a piece of paper and write it out for you.
Nice. All right, that's absolutely lovely. You have a wonderful name. Well, if you want to give it a try, some people I do remember them just saying that you can go slow or you can go fast about it. Once you complete it, is that done?
Okay, I have a question. A different. Okay, how about a different question? Does it have to be the way down, or does it have to be the way up? Yeah, fuck that shit. If it was the way down, we just do it as we're going down anyway.
I was just gonna say that we can, if you really want to, you can go ahead and spend the time. There's no worry about that, sugar. I'm in no hurry, but the rest of your lovely compatriots might be convinced otherwise.
Buxton is patient.
Yeah, this
He's
might
just
seem,
eating rations.
Mr. Kamael, this sounds like an absolutely wonderful opportunity for you to grow as an individual, and I, for one, would want to be part of that.
I have a character. My head is just like the shift of personality is just like The fuck are you?
This is me when I'm not sick or otherwise predisposed with one form of illness or another. See, I have a rather fragile constitution, and I can't even shake off the weakest of illnesses.
Bro,
Changes
same.
my mood. So, hey, weakened constitution, homies! Woo! That's out of character.
But no, well, we could just leave. It would take too long, so we could just move on to the next area.
Mr. Monkman, the guy who was talking to us, the monastery man who was talking to Kamel.
Yeah.
I got it. I looked at my notes. I got you, boo.
Confusion, but okay.
I'm just waiting.
I think
I'm just waiting
Greg
for you guys to finish whatever the fuck
Great.
you're doing.
No, I asked a question. Like, is the monk man still there? The one who was talking to
we
Yeah,
Kamel?
you were talking to you,
Yeah,
Greg.
he's still there.
What are we? Who's?
Okay.
Where are we
So-
going?
Quick question. Out of curiosity,
Are we fighting Santa?
when he's at the very bottom and he makes his way up, once he passes an obstacle, does that mean that he's done with that obstacle? He can just start
No.
from that one onward, or
All in
does
one
he have
go.
to do it all in one go? Ooh, well, that does seem like a toughie. If you really want to do this, I can certainly help you. It shouldn't be too much trouble, I promise you.
They literally kind of explains to you that it literally is a one-person thing. We could all do it at the
Oh.
same time.
I
but
never
you
said I was
cannot-
gonna go with you. I said I was gonna help you. Big
you-
difference.
You can't assist each other. Also,
Well, I'm not taking it.
you can only do the task individually without assistance of anyone.
Oh, see,
Of
that
any
makes it a
kind.
little more difficult.
Yes. Yes, I know of that out of character because Greg mentioned
Mhm.
that part in the last session.
Oh, that was out of character. My apologies.
No, I said that in character too.
Oh,
I was saying I got that information out of character, like in
Well-
the last session.
if that's the case and no one else here really has an issue or anywhere else to go, what's your guys' next plan? And I go ahead and look at Leosin and Tungsten
Well,
and Kamel.
I mean, ours is going to the Arcane Tower, but like, Kamea, we don't
You
mind
know.
if you want to do the path.
So north for one,
Yeah.
well for two.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
north.
chilling out here however long we need to. Also, Greg, do we just hear of any news about all the bodies near the mountain?
No, it seems like it.
Do
it
we
seems
just
like it
happen to come
happened
across
once
any
and then
news
it
with that?
Came to pass.
Oh. Sorry about that, I got dragged out, but I see.
There be an angry mountain man in those mountains.
There be an angry man in those mountain men.
So just as a quick recap, I just want to make sure I got this all right. So we got one lovely gentleman over here, and I point over at Tungsten, I believe, was talking.
Yep.
Okay. So one here and another, and I point at Leosin, who's got to go up north. And then Mr. Kamel, you don't really seem to have any grasp about where we're going. Is that true?
I have to stay with these two because I hired to stop that one from going to a specific location.
I'm
He
sorry.
says
Clarify that.
one. He's pointing to Tungsten.
So you hired which two to do what for who?
I was hired by an individual to keep watch on this one. It points to Tungsten.
So your job
I
is to
think he
stop
just does-
Mr. Tungsten from getting to his destination.
No.
No, I think it's to stop me from going back to the ocean because of personal reasons.
Oh,
That's all Tungsten.
that sounds horrific. I'd hate to not be able to go home.
Yeah, but it is what it is, sadly.
It's only
Hey.
for like at least a month, or at least that's how much he paid me for.
Well, I do remember Mr. Tungsten saying that once we head over north, that's close to his home ocean. Is that okay? Are we allowed to go in that direction?
Yeah, as long as we don't enter like
As
the
long as
ocean
his
or something.
intention isn't to go home. As
Oh,
long as he's not trying to trick me, which I don't think he is. He doesn't seem type.
Tungsten looks at Kamal and he says, "Don't worry, my intention is not to disrupt my brother's plans."
All right, well, good to know, Sugar. All right, so you don't really care where we're going as long as we don't go to the Northern Ocean. You, and I point again over to Leosin and Tungsten, just want to go north. And then what about the other two lovely gentlemen who still haven't said anything?
So you mean Rexhaw and I don't know. I honestly can't remember what Jacob's name is.
Abaddon.
Abaddon. There we go. I thought it was Andriel for some reason.
You know what? That is a good name. I'm gonna write that down.
Quick question out of character. So second blue dragon is Abaddon. Third blue dragon is
second blue dragon is Abaddon. Third blue dragon is Tungsten.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry that I'm so confusing. I'll try to fix a little bit of that.
Okay, no worries. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and write out of character notes. Abaddon equals second blue dragon.
Normally, I try to make it easy for people, but that time I made it hard. Sorry.
No worries. Okay, groovy.
Sorry, my parents are telling me to speak low, so I have to speak this very low volume because if I speak slightly louder, they think it's too loud.
I will join you in this.
I'm just
Yes.
No worries.
saying
So
to new players. Yep.
no worries. I'm gonna go ahead and point with one hand each. Well, one finger and then a finger out of the person again. All right, Mr. Rickshaw and then Mr. Abaddon. What about you guys? Where are you guys going?
Hopefully not let my soul get destroyed and stopping a certain god that's did this to me.
That sounds like a more of a overall arcing goal. I meant direction wise. North, south, east, west.
Well, I'm just following these guys.
Oh, okay. So, and who just said that one? That was Rickshaw?
Yes, Rickshaw.
Okay. So
You'll get
then
used
that
to it.
really only leaves Mr. Avalon here. What about you?
What is west?
Out of context. Actually, no. Just go in character.
In context, Abaddon can't tell where anything is.
West. All right. Let me go ahead and close my eyes. I saw the map yesterday. So, the Decayed Lands.
I mean,
far as
the question is, Gregory, does the sun set in the west?
Good question.
In your setting.
You never bothered to check.
Okay, Greg. I have to I have to
joke.
debate this because, let's be honest.
Joking.
We just lived here for our whole lives. We just never pay attention to it.
It's a joke. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just following Cam here.
For you, yes. You don't know.
I'm just saying it's a joke. It's like yes, never actually paid it any mind. It's a joke. As if it's like. Anyway. If here's it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm sticking around as sure as the sun sets in the east.
Oh, I thought it said west.
Which we don't know for sure if that's how it does in this setting. But we'll find out, I guess.
I'm sorry, Mr. Avalon. I was under the impression that it said in the south. Well, I'm so sorry. Or was it north?
What is Gregory? Do any of
the sets in the west?
The west?
The west.
The yeast for your west.
Oh, east? I thought you meant we.
So, Mr. Avalon, west we got the Decayed Lands. If I remember the map I saw yesterday correctly.
Mm-hmm.
You got anywhere to go around there?
Not really. I don't mind going there though. Wherever I'm needed, as long as I'm getting paid.
Okay, so it sounds like at the moment we've only got two people with a particular destination in mind, and I happen to no longer have any sort of restraints or shackles to any geological location except for away from this fucking place. So looks like we're traveling north.
But west.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to be anywhere the fuck else but this mountain.
You start like drawing it on the fucking compass with like a waxy substance that sticks.
We need to get a fucking map at some point, like in character.
Didn't Tungsten get a map?
No, I'm just using the party's map. I'm using the party's
don't have a map,
What's the
apparently.
difference?
I have a
We don't
mental
have a-
map. I have a mental map that I saw a magic map yesterday.
That I was holding never
It's just a
truly
figment
existed
of
to
his
begin with.
imagination.
It was
Okay,
all an illusion.
apparently, no one ever saw a map because no one ever bought a map.
Figment
No
of his
one ever bought a
imagination.
map.
What a
I
map!
thought we
was.
I saw I saw a magic map in the monastery, so that's
yeah,
what
that
I'm
map
using.
didn't really tell you shit besides like.
Greg, you're just gonna give my character schizophrenia if I keep doing.
Yeah, I think your character had a schizo moment or something.
One day
Literally.
we'll get a map.
Pretending there's a map that exists.
It's developing.
One day we'll get a map and discover if the sun sets in the west or not.
Quality
One day.
navigation skills.
One day. None of us have ranks in navigation except for Kane.
No.
Sorry.
Also, Blue
Okay.
Dragon 2 has it, but he has a
He's
curse
always
of
lost.
anti-navigation.
He's always lost.
I
So-
gained this. I have disadvantage when
In other words,
rolling
he's
for
always lost.
navigation.
Yep.
So I've just been told. This is actually really fucking dumb. So apparently, the reason they didn't unplug it on purpose. They may have knocked something out. Which is why the Wi-Fi was gone all morning when they were painting. Because in actuality, my dad just was like, "Oh shit!" I walked outside like an hour ago, and I noticed that the thing was like fucked up, so I just plugged it back in. So looks like they didn't do it on purpose. They just, yeah, that's fuck if I know why they yelled at me for touching the wire. But yeah, looks like I could have had Wi-Fi earlier. I'm sorry.
Apparently so.
Yeah, apparently fucking so. No one told me shit.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
pretty much no one has ever held a map apparently, besides like one fucking person, and that was for like a brief moment. Pretty much.
Well, I don't. What do I need for that? I have navigation, but I also happen to have Arcana, which may have helped me with that magic map. If it was a magic
map,
item,
but
like
you
deducing
kind
it,
of
and, like,
took a hint or two from what it was fucking showing you and got an idea of what it might have been. Use your investigation to figure that out, not your fucking Arcana.
Oh, okay, got it. I mean, if it was my Arcana, it would have been higher.
Not really, because
Would
you're
have been a
adding,
bigger
not really because you're
number.
adding your spellcasting
But, okay,
Can we
ability
just
to it,
follow the
remember?
road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just follow the road
actually
like
be
we
allowed.
did before?
So I do have navigations. Would I have seen a map of the continent? Would I have like a general? It's only novice. Might be apprentice. Let me check real quick. No, it's novice.
Novice to read a
To be able
map,
to
pretty
tell
much.
what a fucking map has on it without actually being an imbecile.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
well,
an imbecile. Let me
I feel like
I
most
also
people
have
do that.
I also have novice appraisal.
Appraisal's for telling
I don't know
how
if that's
valuable
useful.
something is. I don't think it helps you with finding what a map shows you.
No,
it
but
can
I
tell
know
you
I
how
know how.
valuable the map is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know how expensive a map is.
Perhaps.
The issue with maps is like you have to like buy a normal map, then you have to buy a region map. 'Cause, like a big ass map's not going to show you roads and smaller details and stuff like that. So you have to find a location with the actual maps. Greg's system's annoying to find maps. I'm telling you
Kinda the
this
point,
from
though.
experience.
You're not. It's not going to tell you everything you need to know. You're going to have to explore for yourself, to some degree. I'll tell you the basics, such as towns and all that crap, but that's about it.
So with that navigation, at least like somewhat being able to read, or probably having picked up a map sometime in the past, would I be able to like somewhat guide us, or would we
You would
need to
have
like get
well, you
somewhere?
have a
Or...
guess where it might have been, and it's It depends on where you know where you fucking are, as well.
Fair enough. Okay, so, looking in my head as I close my eyes,
You're in.
this big old broken clunker tells me that is, if we find ourselves a decent map, and if I can find us an actual starting point, I can probably get us up north to that arcane tower y'all are looking for.
Vote that we look in the library again for maps.
I've already looked, sweetie. And sugar, believe me, I'm real good at looking. I sincerely doubt you'll find something better, but we can give it another try.
Hearing you speak like this makes me want an adult.
I am an adult.
As am I.
We need an extra adult.
A safety adult, Ethan.
No, you guys don't like it? No.
I'm just joking.
I didn't even notice it because I was just blocking. I was just blocking whatever was weird about it out.
Lucky you.
I'm just joking. Go ahead, keep it up. It's funny.
Nah, if you guys don't like it, I don't want to subject you to something.
Nah, bro. It's fine.
I quite enjoy it.
I mostly just try ignoring the extra beats.
The extra what?
The
I'm
extra
just letting you
parts
guys do
bits.
your fucking thing
Oh,
here
the-
until you're
the-
ready to leave the fucking monastery.
Sugar,
We've
honey,
been in this
sweetie.
monastery for
Yes,
the
I'm
past
ignoring that.
What, you don't like that? Oh, okay. It's a
No,
southern
you can
thing.
you can do it. I'm just it goes from one ear to the other.
It just goes
That-
right
Yeah.
through him.
It's a southern thing. But yeah. So I go ahead and look them. So
Like fruit punching an 80-year-old,
So,
it goes right through them.
I'm genuinely like Walker is trying to fucking like direct these people away from this place because I've been stuck here who knows
I
how
mean, I
fucking
also
long.
want to go away from the monastery.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go, Greg.
All right.
Let's
Let's
Let's-
spend 2 days looking at books. Let's fuck off.
Yeah, let's go. Andale. Let's. All right. So,
Is Walker Mexican now?
I mean, there's Mexicans
He's
in the
anything
South.
you
Not
want him
south.
to be.
Wait, you're
Is there
not
Mexican
south.
elf? Is that just an elf with a sombrero?
I mean,
I
Mexico
mean,
is South.
you
So.
the fun
I'll be
fact,
right
elves
back.
do come from a sovereign region.
Hey, orale, Holmes. How you doing?
Don't drink the tap water.
Chale, that tap water is disgusting. Or do you rather have more of a Spanish like? My name is
or you have
Fernando.
Brazil.
Pleasure to meet you.
Come to Brazil. I
Come
still
to
remember that's like
Brazil.
a fucking like a common issue.
Although, see, that's the thing though. Brazil doesn't speak
They
Spanish. They
speak some
speak
like
Portuguese.
jank ass fucking like the combination of languages.
It's not. Yeah, it's Portuguese. It's German and Latin based.
Jets. Yeah, I remember actually. Yeah, because I went to Portugal at one point. It's a clusterfuck to try to speak Spanish there.
They will get mad at you. I will tell you that.
Despite them being
I
literally
didn't
next to
try,
the country
so
that
I
speaks
didn't get
Spanish.
the experience. I was lucky enough to be there on tour.
Mexico's not the only
No,
country that speaks
Portugal and
Spanish.
tell you
Spain
one
are
thing
next to
about
each other.
Portugal.
Oh,
I will tell you one thing about Portugal. You could be in English class talking English and people will still get mad at you. I am not legit. I'm legit not joking.
Sorry, what now?
I'll repeat myself. You could be in English class talking English and they will yell at you that you are in Portugal, talk Portuguese.
I mean, they could
Oh,
just be
dude.
stupid.
France is like that.
Portugal is based in red pilled.
Yes, but like in English class.
French is like that too, dude. Also, dude, fucking Quebec. Oh my god, fuck Quebec.
Yeah.
Fuck Quebec, dude.
Going
Oh my
back
god,
to,
they
like-
made being French worse.
Let's go back on leaving this place.
Yeah, let's leave the monastery.
We have to get out of this place of perpetual torment.
Leave the monastery like it's Quebec.
Eesh. Quebec keeps getting fucked.
Every turn.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, everyone has to be offended for some reason, I guess.
In Quebec, they want to be offended.
Anyway, so you're choosing to head down the mountain again?
Yes.
Yep, and we're waiting for Axe Murderer to kill us all.
After mentioning that
Yes.
you want to leave the mountain now, and to save you the trouble of fucking going down the walkway of the fucking mountain, the white adult dragon basically flies up and lands.
Hey, Mr. Dragon.
Oh.
Hey, where the fuck was this dragon? I did not see this person at
Maybe
all.
you should get better eyes then.
Oh,
I actually have a really
How do
high
you know
like
he's a dragon? You can't tell,
It
right?
could be just it could just be a big man.
wings.
You don't know.
Wings.
Yeah.
Well, wyverns have wings. They're not dragons.
That's a
This
real
is-
big
this is-
fucking wyvern. Also,
Okay,
4 legs.
wyverns are fucking large sized.
This is the dragon. This is the dragon who introduced us
flesh? Wow.
into this monastery.
Isn't that lovely? Thank you so much.
Who is this again?
He's a new guy.
He just kind of ended up here. I don't know. He doesn't remember how he got there. All he remembers is some guy with an axe chopping off his arm or something. I don't know.
Who's on that mountain? Point at the mountain.
So,
Well,
so you
nice
point
to
at the
meet you. I'm
ground.
Walker, and I put out my stump.
So, just because you are on said mountain.
Well, you said he flew us to the bottom of the
He's getting ready
mountain.
to fly you down the bottom mountain.
Oh, never mind. He's on this mountain. So I appreciate you having us
Look, I'm
avoid
just
him.
gonna drop you off at the first trial.
Nice.
That's it.
Sure. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Walker, and I pull out a stump. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Pull out my hand.
This dragon's.
I'll get used to that eventually.
I'm just reminded of like Wilt from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, that's right.
I don't recall the Will voice. Otherwise, I'd make it.
His name was Wilt.
Yeah, no, I remember.
He's a one-armed basketball
Yeah.
playing imaginary friend. or
He's
something.
He's the tall red fucker who played basketball.
Yeah, he was wished by like fucking Magic Johnson or someone, right?
Yeah,
Michael Jordan, like canonically
it
was wished
like,
into existence.
it was like a kid who did grow up to be a basketball star, but I don't think it was specifically anyone. That'd be funny though. That sounds like someone that would be Michael Jordan's imaginary friend. That's fucking funny. Yeah,
Jesus.
but that's what I'm reminded of. I'm just reminded of Wilt just like wiggling the stub at someone and then switching to your other hand. All right, then yeah, onto the dragon we go and down the mountain.
Lovely. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, and you basically fly down the fucking mountain with the dragon. He lands you at the edge.
Greg, I'm gonna go ahead and
the
take.
entrance of the fucking first trial.
Okay.
Cool.
So now we can just backtrack.
No, first we need
Which
to
is
grab our
currently
shit.
hidden in a mound of snow.
Yeah, the weapon.
Yes, I want my shit.
Yeah, let's.
I can't
let's-
do anything without my shit.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
I
grab our
retrieve
thing from the
my
snow.
shield because I
It
think
appears
that's
to be partially
important.
frozen from being in the cold.
I equipped the shield because I'm not afraid of the cold because my body's
Okay,
resistant to it.
I'm making
Mm.
maintenance on my stuff.
I'm gonna play with ice on the shield because I'm bored. That's all my character does. He just plays with the ice.
I'm kind of tired.
All right.
It's
too.
just one of those days.
Me too.
I
Probably should
piss
take it.
really
Probably should
bad.
just stop it here for now because I'm just tired today. Well, I'm tired
That
of running
sounds
games
fun.
for today.
Tungsten chews on the shield because he wants to play with the ice.
Another
He just
day
does.
of
The monastery
I'm gonna piss.
encounter has been done.
it took
I
us
mean, I
so
don't mind.
long.
It's your
You
fucking
didn't
adventure.
die.
You can do you, man. If you fucking want to dick around in a monastery for 80% of the session, be my guest. I'm just gonna run shit when you need it to be run. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the campaign for like the session campaign for much for now. We'll continue it next week.
All right.